everybody, welcome back to Ghosts of Saltmarsh. We are back here once again to sail upon the high seas, or maybe not. Maybe we just hit some owlbears. But welcome back. Logan, you've returned. How strange.
I actually locked myself out of my room. So, I'm just going to be sitting here for the rest of the game.
He didn't have anywhere else to go, so he's just going to be
How
sitting
did you
here,
lock yourself out?
You have a way into your room.
No, I changed the key. That one.
Oh, you made that character for nothing then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, I did that. Let's go with that.
Put a chair under that door.
Last we had left off, you guys fought a fucking dragon.
And we won.
I didn't.
You guys came back to Saltmarsh. Chena went off to talk to that one guy and did a few things that we're going to do, but we don't know yet. We'll find out. Okay. And you guys made your way to go to... What were you doing in the swamps? Oh, you were hunting down those goblins. And you found that tower. It was guarded by goblins. And then you're like, well, let's just go to the marsh to see if we can find anything. And you found a dragon guarding a horde of supplies. Yaga, nearly dying, ran away from the rest of the party. You guys held down and shield punched and bear gnawed and stabbed a dragon and held it down on the ground, not letting it free until it died. It was the most pathetic way for a dragon to die ever. And it was really awesome.
He must be embarrassed, man.
Yeah.
In dragon heaven.
We're gonna go tell all his friends how we beat him up.
Literally were like,
Even fly.
come here! Bam, 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 bam! Alright, fuck this guy. You found Hemo and you realized that Hemo was not the intrepid adventurer that you
Talking
had
about the wrong person.
Yaga. God damn. You found Yaga and you figured that he was not the intrepid adventurer you had known him to be, but just a kid trying to make his way in the world. You made your way back to Saltmarsh as they were celebrating the Saltmarsh Independence Day, even though they were part of a kingdom. And there were fireworks going off. And you guys spent one last night with Yaga until he went and sailed off back to who knows where. And that's where we last left off.
He said.
Waterdeep. God damn it. What are you giving it away for? Says God from the sky looking down to Yaga. What are you doing that for, huh?
I go where I go. Fuck off.
Now you're off course.
The boat just...
Boom! You're in Cinder now, bitch! Anyways, you guys made your way back home, and your day has started. Yaga left early in the morning. It's just the three of you. Vara, Rosalie, and Hemo. So, what are you three doing?
I'm gonna...
You go get her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We cut away from that, and you were gonna go to.
Don't forget the money.
What?
The money.
What? Oh, okay, the money.
You run all the way over to Kiernis, and you go to the front door.
Oh, we're gonna play this out?
Do you want it?
I like it better when we just montage it.
Oh, perfect. You go to Kiernis.
Yeah.
You go inside. She's like, wow, what a great dragon pelt you have.
Mm-hmm.
It's so big and luscious and black. And you give it to her, and she pays you 900 gold pieces for that.
All right.
And she says, this is incredible. This will help my business a lot. Thank you so much. And she kisses you on the cheek.
Mm-hmm. And then I brag about how I
damn
held
hero.
it down, and I was super strong and
Make a charisma check.
fought it. Okay. Just charisma?
Should have worn.
You do persuasion. Or
Should have worn your
Performance.
sleeveless your sleeveless
Or
shirt.
performance. Do performance. Definitely. You're telling a story.
Okay.
I imagine
That's
flirting
worse
is
than all of them.
performance.
Yeah.
Or, no, I guess it's not. 11.
She swoons, but just a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Slightly off Dude, the go. tip.
Cut over back to Chena. Chena, you, as soon as getting your way over to Saltmarsh, you made your way over towards that guy's place.
Yeah,
I forgot
I
his name
don't have
already.
his name.
It is Albrecht.
Yes.
To Albrecht's place to talk to him, to learn, to get some answers on what has been going on with you in this place. Since he seemed to be the only one to know what was going on, you wanted to know, but being a bit afraid of what he would know about you, you didn't necessarily want the party to know. just in case. You made your way over to his place, knocked on the door, and he let you in. That half-orc was there again, dressed in like this butler's uniform, and he let you up to this study area of this massive mansion. Very formal-looking place. Lots of wood decorations, rugs. There's a fireplace. And you see this older gentleman sitting on this in this very large like lounge chair with like a glass of wine. He's older. He's got this like these mutton chops with like a small beard and like pulled back white gray hair. He looks to be maybe in his mid-50s, and he just looks up at you. And he looks upon you with eyes that almost seem to know you.
Hello?
It's been a long time, Gina.
Hmm?
Flame of the sea. That's what a lot of them called you anyways.
That would make sense, I guess.
Sorry.
Yeah, I guess that does fit, doesn't it? Flame of the sea.
Shut up, Yaga Laga Thump.
Hey, fuck off. You're right, though. It's a terrible name.
Hey, kitty boy.
The demon has arrived.
He says,
He's a good boy.
Earth Egg told me you didn't seem to remember anything.
No.
You know what happened.
Only what Trey's gnome in the forest said, his frog friend said. So,
You just woke up here. We joined up with those people.
yeah, they're the best group I could find, and they were the one thing I was following along, the one little bit of information that came to nothing, but they were going along with me, so I just stuck with them.
Well, I guess I should reintroduce myself. Please, sit down.
Sure. Take a seat.
I'm Albrecht, as you may already know. I was a captain of a ship called the Emperor of the Waves. You and many others sailed with me. I employed your help. I didn't know where you came before that. We didn't really get along. The ship's gone missing. I had it gather some things. I was this close to monopolizing all of the spice trade. I was going to be set up for life. There was only a handful of papers in my name that I needed. And once it got to me, I would have been rich. We would have all been rich. But the ship hit a storm. And it's been 20 years. I think, hang on. It might have been longer. Can you not?
The cat's messing with our green screen right now.
Yeah, thanks, Cat.
We pinned it, then we moved it, so we had to unpin it, and now he found out how to get behind it, even though it's pressed up against the wall. So what he does is he ruins everything because it's fun.
His favorite thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been about 5 years. It was 5 years ago. Recently, I found out that the ship was sighted. It shouldn't be. It should be destroyed. But if so, and he kind of grips his hand together, that means my papers might still be there. You're the last person I could find who was on the crew of that ship. And you don't remember a damn thing.
No.
That means I don't know what happened.
So I can't give you any information on that.
Look. I care more about those papers. And if they're still out there, I need them, but I don't have the money nor the manpower to get any of it. You are the last person I can count on, and I think I'm the last person you can count on. There should be a box. If it's still out there, if you find it and bring it back to me, I'll tell you everything.
Do you know where this box would be?
Yes. It's magic. I locked it with magic. It should be in the captain's quarters, my quarters. You wouldn't remember. But I don't know what's happened with it, if anybody else has found it. So I don't know what's happening there, but if you find it, we'll have our money. And I can tell you where you came from. Or at least provide you more with what you don't know.
That would be good. Can I ask one thing first, though? You said that we didn't get along.
No.
Why?
I hired you. You were to do my work. You didn't necessarily agree with a lot of my work. I was setting up business. And it's not time to argue with it now, but unless you still have a spice trade. You seem to care about it. I don't really know why. Me controlling a lot of it was a problem for you. Not really sure why. Maybe it had to do with your... But my things. I'll tell you more.
I'll definitely try.
You're welcome to stay here if you want.
I'll see about finding that group of people they might be interested in.
All right, then. You haven't found anybody else that knew you, did you?
Don't think so.
All right. Good luck to you, then. Tell them that I can pay you an early fee. And he just kind of sits and he just starts looking towards the fire again. And the half-orc comes back and he says, "This way." Kind of leads you over and takes you over towards the exit and opens the door. And you're kind of left alone with what thoughts that you have until eventually you make your way back home.
Alright.
The party does come back. And when they do, they kind of rush around and get over a few things, and you kind of wait in your room for a while. They've maybe been here for a while thinking about what to tell them. But eventually you guys, you come back.
Mm-hmm.
And Vara, Hemo, and Rosalie are all at your house, even though, it's not Hemo's house, but he's here anyways.
Visitation hours.
Right. Yep. And it's about maybe 9 in the morning. What are you doing?
Let me just get all my notes down.
Guys, she gave me a kiss.
Only a kiss. Did she give you any money?
Ah, I forgot the money. I'll go back. Don't worry about it.
You forgot the money?
Yeah, I'll go back.
Alright. Go get him.
I don't leave. I'm still at the table.
It's just a dick move.
Can I do it later?
I'd prefer the money now.
She's kind of busy. She's got people.
Yeah, but it's not a big deal.
So she paid you.
I'm gonna.
She gave you the money, and you left it there. You know what? You know
Got
what
kind
that
of
is?
distracted.
An opportunity for thieving.
I'm just kidding. I got the money. It's 300 each.
Oh, thank you. Should we split it with Gina?
Do you want to?
Um,
I mean, we didn't even split it with the kid.
the kid left.
Well,
Ooh, we have to
still
tell
mail it
Gina.
to him.
To Saltmarsh?
Yeah.
Or to
To
Waterdeep?
Waterdeep?
We don't know where that's where he's going. He did say
He said he was going to Waterdeep.
It'd be
told
hard
him.
to find him, wouldn't it? Isn't
Well,
it
yes, population of
really
Waterdeep's
easy?
like 1 million people.
So
So
how do we know where to send it to?
we don't.
It's kind of a joke. Do we want to split it with Gina?
Be nice for him.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't major when we only got like 50 each. This is pretty decent money.
You can hear them saying your name a few times outside of the door that you're in. Maybe they don't know you're here.
It's 225 each now.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh.
Oh,
Hello,
hey.
Gina.
Here's some money. We killed the dragon.
Well, you've been busy.
Yeah, it was an accident. A little bit more. We were looking for some goblins, found a dragon, and
Dragon
you
had
know,
killed the goblins.
sometimes luck just isn't on your side.
We should probably
and
give
the
that-
kid left.
Yes.
If you didn't hear that already.
Yaga went back to Waterdeep. He almost died like 2 days in a row.
Mhm.
It was
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
He said that it wasn't good, which makes sense.
Yeah, that would make sense to me. Yeah.
That's
Because
rough.
we also don't have to deal with his shenanigans.
It was
I
kinda
didn't mind
funny
them.
a little bit.
He was a kid.
I agree.
Some of them were funny, some of them were a little.
It's always nice to remember what youth is like, though. And that innocence.
How old are you? You live forever, right?
I mean,
Until
no.
you're killed.
Relative to you, maybe.
Elves aren't immortal in this world, right?
Not in this world.
Okay. I am 200 years old.
All right. Jesus Christ.
I love Logan's dice.
Ooh.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you for the.
Thanks.
I was not expecting that. I do have a potential job for us if you guys are interested.
Does it pay?
Perfect.
Maybe, hopefully.
Well,
Okay.
I need to
Maybe,
go.
hopefully.
It
I'm guessing you
means-
spoke to.
Yes, I did.
We need to go tell the guard that we found the missing stuff. The gold, at least.
Okay. Well, let's.
Yeah.
You want? You guys can do your thing first.
Well, I'm just putting it on the list of
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
we need to do.
Well, so there is a ship called. It was the Emperor of the Sea.
Ember.
Ember.
No?
Emperor of the Waves.
Oh.
Emperor of the Waves. It was
Emperor.
close. Emperor, right?
Emperor.
That's what. Okay. The Emperor of the Waves.
Pirates?
Maybe now? I don't know.
This is related to your spice friend, right?
Yes, it was his ship that I was apparently on. Again, I don't.
Oh, you
I
used to be a little pirate lady, huh?
No, it was a spice trade apparently. I don't know. I don't know what.
Seems sketchy.
Sounds spicy.
Well, he seems to have wanted to monopolize the spice.
No
trade.
one laughs.
Stop!
Stop ambiguous voice.
Yeah, that's the character voice I'm using.
Please don't.
Alright.
We kill him.
But there were papers aboard the ship. The ship was lost in the storm. He wants his papers. The ship has apparently returned.
So where's the ship now?
No, I've heard stories.
I don't know. Do you have what?
Yeah.
Of what?
I don't want to say.
What's this man's name?
The person gave me Albrecht.
The person who's hiring us.
Albrecht.
Yeah, Albrecht. Okay. So he wants us to go find a ship, but we have no idea where the ship is at.
No.
Just that it's returned.
Yes.
What's
So
he
where
offering?
was it last seen?
I don't.
I can ask around.
Okay. Yeah. And the ship's name?
The Emperor of the Waves.
That's right.
All right, I'll ask around the docks. Do you want me to just go to the guards?
I mean, the
Give
guy
them-
was
If it's on the way,
the
if
guy
not,
was
I'll
being
do it.
very cagey with me too. So
Well, you just gotta.
Yeah, beat it
Rough
out
him
of
up.
him. I can go speak to him.
no. It's a saying where he was trying to avoid answering questions.
Maybe he just wanted everyone to be there.
I don't know. He just wanted this stuff.
Okay, and he claims to know stuff about you.
Yes. He claims
And
I
he's
used to
the-
work for him.
And he's the only person you've met that claims to know stuff about you.
Directly so far, yeah. So,
Is it possible that he's lying?
oh, very much so.
Okay. Watch for the detail, I think. If he uses a lot of detail, then eventually he might catch
Pull up the
himself
map.
in a lie.
Oh,
Can you pull up the map?
yes.
Yeah.
The question
It
is,
is in the opposite
I don't know
direction.
what is a
Okay,
lie
then I'll-
about.
You can take
Right,
them.
right,
I think
right.
it's
But
200.
like, what has he told you so
Doesn't
far?
matter.
He has told me I used to
I
work
think
for
it was
him.
200
I
gold.
disagreed with him
200 gold.
Okay.
About him controlling the space
You
trade.
found 200 gold.
That's what was missing.
He said I had
okay.
a nickname.
Cool.
All of the food went bad, but the
The Flame
gold
of the
was still
Sea.
there.
With the goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I thought too.
So if he ever contradicts himself,
Mm-hmm.
Did we bring
that's
back?
what I mean by like you have to
Did we
look
bring
for
it back?
for the
Yes, I put it in the bag of holding.
contradictions.
Can I take that to them?
No.
Sure.
Uh,
Don't take any of my money. Oh, actually, I wouldn't put my money in there. I put it in my lockbox.
Just because I know, like, that's big for you, and you know, you kind of stick out. So if someone wanted to take advantage of that,
Uh-huh.
you know, I mean,
Oh,
I
trust
look
me,
down
I-
on myself. I kind of stick out too, just
Yeah.
a little bit.
You both stick out. Wink.
You don't even
Your
wink.
dog.
You say wink.
I did. I winked, but it was
Okay. Hold on. I would appreciate that if you weren't
Well,
already
that's me.
trying to see someone.
I mean, there's no reason you can't appreciate it, anyways.
True, but
All I did was
I
say.
feel bad.
All I did was say that you're beautiful, both of you, and you. But that doesn't mean I'm also not committed. I can appreciate beauty.
That's fair.
Maybe.
Hey, Jacob.
Uh-huh.
If I try to put the rest of the money that I've just received in my lockbox, does it fit?
How much?
Well, it'll be 348 gold pieces.
Yeah, you can fit that in there.
Also, yeah, just that.
Yeah.
Cool. And then I put my lockbox, I lock it, and then I put it in my bag of holding, and then I give you my bag of holding with the money that I
Okay.
found in it. Just don't give them my lockbox.
Why would you not take the bag instead of the lockbox?
What do you mean?
I feel like the bag's worth more than the lockbox. You're keeping the lockbox, but you're
Yes.
letting me take the bag.
She put the
I put
lockbox
the
in the
lockbox
bag.
in the bag.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Double protection.
Oh. So he says he doesn't have money right now. Just so you know. But if we got it, he might get money. So it's up to you if you want to do this.
Just because he did say this. He did say he has money to give you now.
Ah,
He can give. He said, "I have money to give you now, and then I'll some more if you
Well,
if you
then-
succeed."
if I said that differently. Oh.
I might have said it differently, but he meant to say that.
All right.
Then now you will face me.
He also might be a powerful smuggler that would be nice to have, or be
Yeah.
friends with.
Maybe.
What do you have need for a smuggler?
What was his name again? Albert?
Albert.
Sometimes you need
What does anyone know about him?
things that are under the law.
He wanted to monopolize the spice trade to make a bunch of money. He failed, and now he's a nobody.
He has a fairly nice house and a butler,
Well,
so he has enough money.
he has money, just not as much as he wanted.
He could sell the butler.
Can't sell people, sorry.
I think
That's right.
Yeah, I don't think he's a.
But he bought the butler, right?
He pays
he
the butler.
hired the butler.
It's like what
did
we
you
do
buy
with
the
the-
crew?
Well,
No,
I
you
guess.
hired the crew.
yeah. Sorry, I'm still getting used to that.
Yeah, you don't buy people.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go talk to this guy then? Still tired, sorry.
I don't think we need to. She did all the talking already, right?
Would you want to speak to us?
He has his contact.
I don't know.
It's usually how it works.
He didn't really. He didn't seem like he would want to speak with you. He seemed to be kind of
if he's gonna pay us
Push
now,
aside.
shouldn't we just go say, hey, yeah, we'll do the job?
So you say with your change of words, what was it in advance or afterwards?
No, like he says, go tell him, and if you do, maybe he didn't necessarily say I want to meet him, but he could imply it because he's willing to pay you guys now. He basically said, hey, here's what's going on, relay this message to them.
Okay. Yeah, so we could.
You two can go up there? Or does he want to meet all of us?
Just
Well,
okay.
he just needs to.
You two go up there, get our money.
Okay, that works too.
I'm gonna
Well,
go.
Shane's, I would imagine that me and the captain would be the most.
No, I have other things I
He
need
has
to
to
do.
go to the,
Yep.
deliver some money, maybe get a girl. I'm
What?
gonna
No,
go.
I'm not gonna go see you.
You're not gonna see her.
No.
Okay. I need to go down the docks, search around for your ship.
All right. And see maybe getting a
3 birds,
location
1
where
stone?
where was last seen.
You can pretend you're the captain if you want. I don't mind. Either of you.
I don't think that's how that works.
Maybe we shouldn't deceive
don't lie.
the
Just
man.
be like, ah, Papa, I killed him. I'm captain now.
Maybe we shouldn't deceive the man that's hiring us.
I mean, he might be deceiving you.
It's true.
I mean, technically it's not deceiving. I believed myself captain, made you captain temporarily, and then made my captain.
Right.
Yeah.
Did we get a long rest?
Yeah, because it's the morning.
Okay. You sure?
Anyways, you guys, if you want to go talk to him,
Yeah.
fill us in. We're just gonna divide and conquer.
All right. Sounds good.
You guys make your way off. You make your way off. Rosalie, where are you headed?
Docks.
Docks. Make your way over to the weekly market. Docks have ships moving people in, crates and whatnot. There's a few new ships in as well of moving different types of goods into the place. There's some people checking off boxes, guards, kind of monitoring the place as the weekly market is stocked up with brand new things from across the seas.
I want to maybe find some people that I've talked to before.
Okay, you look around the docks and you look over and you're like, that's weird. Sitting out on the docks with a table, with like a tablecloth over the table and two guards standing nearby is Gellin, sitting at a table with another person, and he's literally sitting there just like talking and eating at the same time.
But he's with someone?
He looks like he's with someone, but it looks very casual.
Okay, I did want to speak to Gellin.
Okay.
But I don't want to just walk up to him, because I know I probably shouldn't. So I'm going to walk past him, and maybe glance over and hope that he looks at me. So maybe I could talk
He
to
doesn't.
him. Then I don't talk to him.
Okay.
I keep walking. I want to try to find some of my contacts that I have.
Okay. You start asking around the docks, and what are you asking them?
If they know anything about the Emperor of the Waves.
Okay, make a persuasion check or investigation.
Let's see.
Inspiration, please.
Can I have one too?
You just ask for them now?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
I actually don't have one.
I'm cool.
Um,
In case you didn't notice.
you said investigation or what?
Investigation or persuasion?
Let's go with persuasion because I have better bones
If
to
any
it.
of my characters ever die, I thought you might. Well,
9.
it's mine for characters. If any of my
I mean, you
characters
could
ever
give
die,
it to me.
I've decided
Yeah, if you wanna use it
on
to
this,
yeah.
19.
Lieutenant Armstrong. Major Armstrong.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
You go and you start asking around, and there are a few people, and they all tell you the same thing. I think Gellin knows more about that. And somebody's like, oh yeah, I think Gellin definitely knows a lot about that. You can go talk to him right now, he's just eating. And then you're like, no. And then you go to another guy, and he's like, oh, Gellin told me about that one time. I have no idea about it, but he's right over there.
By any chance, do I see Trevor, the guy that I got hired? Do I see him anywhere?
Nope, he's out on a mission. You phone him up. Hey, maybe you should talk to Gellin. And then
I go over to Gellin.
You walk over towards the docks, and you start slowly making your way over. Like, please don't let this be weird. His back is currently to you.
Fuck.
And the two guards look over, and they look at you, and they just nod, and they let you kind of let it go on past. You step over, and you walk over, and you seem to step into the middle of whatever his guest is speaking to him.
So then I said, that's not a camel. That's my wife.
Hey, you damn bastard! And he turns around, he looks up. Oh, hello, Rosalie.
didn't know you knew beauties.
Oh, well, she's,
We've met
she
before.
works for me.
Have we?
Yes.
Oh, of course, you've met Cyrus before. Yes, indeed.
I don't recall. Give you my name. What was yours again?
Rosalie.
Rosalie.
No, of course. Rosalie, Cyrus, Rosalie. These, both of you are associates.
It's an incredible pleasure to meet you.
Before.
Is there anything you need, my darling?
Yes. I heard from a few people. You know more. You might know more about the Emperor of the Waves, where it's.
Emperor of the Waves?
Yes.
Oh, mystery that one is.
Do you know
Is it all?
Cyrus, you ever heard of the Emperor of the Waves? It's a ship. Massive ship. It was very beautiful. It was owned by Albrecht. Albrecht, he's a noble here in town. Apparently that ship held all of the rights and the paperwork to monopolize the entire spice trade to the south, north, east, and west. He would have been incredibly rich. But as the ship came back to Saltmarsh, it got caught up in a storm, and he was only left with the money that he currently has. Fate is cruel.
Does sound very much like fate to me.
Yeah.
Do you know where it is?
I know where it got lost. Many people know where it was supposed to be. It was only about
You know, you say
it was 10 days off of shore, towards the southwest.
10 days southwest.
Does this seem like a situational occurrence, or is this something that maybe someone conjured?
Oh, you think somebody conjured a storm?
I'm just throwing out hypothetical.
Well, that would be quite interesting. Many have speculated such things. I think it's just a run of bad luck.
Tempest, Claire.
Oh, what?
Tempest, Claire.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
never mind.
There's a lot that can do
also,
stuff like that.
what do you know about Kellendek?
Kellen... Who?
Kellendek.
Who's Kellendek?
Never mind. We can speak later about it.
Oh, fuck. I know who that is. What did you say again? Repeat it?
What do you know about Kellendek? He mentioned you to me.
What about him?
He just said you sent your regards.
Have you been working with him?
No, I had never spoken to him, but some friends of mine were curious about him. We went to his tower. He just told me about you.
Do I know about him?
Should I not speak to him?
You went to his tower?
Yes.
Why?
Who's it?
Like I said, some of my friends were interested in him. I had never heard of him before.
Don't worry about it.
There was some were interested. I thought he was a nobody, but then he mentioned you.
Unless I tell you to work with him, stay away from him.
All right,
He's got some private business that I have him doing.
I understand.
This Kellendek figure works for you.
He's another one of my associates, though his work is a little bit more secret than most.
You do have quite the network, Gillen.
Yes, I sure do.
I should also mention, we traveled outside of town, and we found his second tower.
Tower
well.
since I've been gone?
Yes. There's operations moving out of that tower. It's guarded.
Yes,
Only him is supposed to be going in through it.
All right,
He does secret work for me there.
I understand.
Just don't get involved, all right?
What?
They treat anyone as enemies, so just be careful.
No, I know.
Anyways,
it's
you're,
something to keep hush hush, but
what do you
got
mean?
any pointers on exactly what he's doing?
He just does some work for me to get some extra money on the side.
I
So-
don't mean to budge into your work. I know that you keep busy.
It's quite all right. In fact, Rosalie, you've joined up on that your own ship, huh? Sea Ghost, right?
Yes.
Cyrus,
I
you were
hope that's okay.
looking for an
Sea
extra
Ghost.
bit of work, weren't you?
I've heard of that shit before. Not exactly the best business it's been in.
Right. Well, Rosalie's got her own crew.
You looking for new hires or something? Yeah,
I've known Cyrus for quite a long time. He's a very reliable man.
Been around quite a while, you could say that.
Does he look like he's worked on a ship?
He looks really like buff, very sturdy looking dude. He looks tanned, and he's got his hands are calloused. Yes, he looks like he definitely works on a ship.
You could speak to the captain of the ship.
I know damn well how to patch wood if you need someone who can do that.
Especially if you're going after the Emperor of Waves. I'd love to hear that story.
Another one for the books, am I right?
Okay.
I've been tasked with finding it by Albrecht.
Interesting. Well,
Rosalie, looks like my meal's been finished.
You can follow me
Might
if
as
you
well
want.
follow you.
he stands up and he says, "It was good talking to you, old friend," and he shakes your hand.
Too.
Good luck. I hope to see you again soon.
Like to keep in touch. You got better stories than me, if I'm being completely honest.
Oh, you're too kind. Let's go then, boys. And they start to walk off down the docks. And he just kind of waves as he walks by as he makes his way back down to his mansion.
You got more pretty ladies like you on that ship?
I'm sure you'll enjoy them much more than me.
Sounds like good work then.
Let's go.
Who's the captain I'm supposed to speak to?
Oh, you'll love him. Let's go.
Alright.
Logan, do you want to describe the character?
Please do.
Yeah, his appearance is just a tiny bit of a chop shop, but I threw it all up. He's about 5'10", so a bit in the higher range, but nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of an average build, not incredibly muscular, but very much well toned. The whole blue eyes, black hair, kind of bit dark and mysterious, but not so much. He very much looks like a deckhand, very experienced.
Does he have a beard?
It's a thin beard. He keeps it trimmed.
Very nice.
He probably carries with him like a shaving kit.
Cool. And a very strange-looking machination on his back.
Big old thing. Kind of looks like a couple of map tubes with a device sticking out of the back.
I've seen a gun before, right? Not like that.
Very rarely. And if so, you didn't really know that they were guns necessarily. They were just strange machines.
Boomsticks.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume I dealt with some of the drow in Waterdeep.
Yeah, but I mean,
I know
yeah.
that not all of them carry a gun, though.
Right, and this thing looks different than their thing.
I've also got a rapier on my side and then one thick bracer on one hand.
Cool. You two were making your way over to Albrecht's. You go over to the mansion. He lets you inside once again. This half-orc butler, he just kind of nods, and he leads you over towards the kitchen. In the kitchen, you can see Albrecht is, surprisingly, cutting up food, making food for himself. So he kind of takes carrots, and he takes them into his hands, throws them into a pot, and he looks over. Ah, Gina. And you are?
Vara.
Vara. It's good to meet you. I'm Albrecht.
Yeah, I'm come as a representative of the ship's captain.
Nice.
We'll be going on. So.
And you see this man. He's pretty thin, older, maybe in his 50s. White hair, mustache, and like a ponytail. And he just looks over. So, where's the rest of your crew?
The officers are off to go do their own things, but they are interested in taking the job.
They're preparing for.
I trust you. Send enough. If you've got your crew and you know what they're doing, I won't get in the way of that. I have an advance payment for you if you will take the job.
That's the idea. So what exactly? Just so I can verify. What exactly is it that we'll be doing?
So my ship, it was spotted by some islanders and some sailors. Apparently it's torn, nearly destroyed, but it's still out there floating. I just want you to confirm that for me. If it is still out there, find the box and my papers and bring them back. It's been spotted near where it supposedly wrecked and disappeared. It shouldn't be too hard to find. If you're experienced out there on the sea, finding a ship like that shouldn't be too difficult.
Sure. And it was people here on Saltmarsh that said that they'd spotted it, or did that come from elsewhere?
Sailors here, yes.
Sailors here. Okay. All right. I think we're headed to the docks. They probably picked some info up.
Probably.
Fair thing. And he kind of comes in, and he has this small leather pouch of gold, and he just kind of hands it over to Chena. 200 gold pieces. You come back, and you'll earn 10%.
10% of...
The entire thing, depending on how much it is. If you manage to gather all the papers, it should amass to about 100,000 gold pieces. Which for you would be 10,000 gold. I told you, it's a lot.
And the information.
Of course. Anyways, good luck. I hope to hear back from you.
Hopefully you come back with good news.
Thank you.
Alright, let's go
Alright.
find Riley.
We'll start head towards the docks then.
You make your way out. Did you do anything, Hemo?
Yeah, I went to the whole watchtower.
Cool. Alright, you went to the Hool Watchtower. You made your way over. There's a few guards on the outside of it, and they look over. They just see you. Hold up their hands.
Hey, so we found the goblins. There was I don't know if you know about the contract that said there were goblins taking stuff.
There's a contractor there.
And
Oh yeah, there's one. Alright.
Yeah. So who do I see about that?
Oh, you could talk to Mr. Eleander. I'll get him for it.
Thank you.
Kind of goes up, and he eventually Eleander comes down with his peg leg, and makes his way out. Ah, Sea Shadow.
Alexander. So the goblins, we found them. Pull out the, I forget what it is, but I pull out the 200 gold. So we found this, and then all the food had already rotted. So.
That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least this can go to the right people that put it up. Thank you. I'm supposed to give you shit, and I don't know where it is.
Fame and renown is fine.
Fame and renown.
Mm-hmm. Spread the name of loot.
We're not getting paid in exposure, Tim.
Can you go do adventuring work for us? We'll pay you in exposure.
You'll get more jobs. Pay your artists, please.
Where the crap?
Maybe go support our artist on Patreon. Maybe link in the bio. I'm not sure.
If we remember to put it in.
I don't know. These things.
Sorry, if our new editor remembers to put it in.
I edit.
No,
the
you
video.
added
Hey,
the
you
thing.
were in
I
charge with the
upload-
bio.
I
You're in
upload
charge of
that,
the
so
bio.
I'm
If
in
our
charge of the
You
bio.
remember.
remembers.
Not me.
I take orders, so it's also up to him.
Okay. He says, well, I appreciate that. Here, we had a few of these left over, and I'm sure you might appreciate them. And he hands over a crate to you, and you hear like clink, 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 of like glass hitting to one another.
Can I open it? Like without?
You open it, it looks like 6 health potions.
Holy crap.
There you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yep, have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. And he kind of goes back in. You make your way back over towards the ship, and everybody makes their way back over towards the ship. And as you all kind of make your way aboard, you guys see this dude with Rosalie.
Who's this captain I'm supposed to speak to?
Do I see him?
Yeah, Hemo comes aboard with this crate.
He's a drow. Emo.
Captain?
Hello?
We've got a guy who wants to join.
Oh, alright.
Sounds like you got work. Something you might need me to do.
Yeah, they're supposed to... Did you find the ship?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then yes, we do.
Who's
We'll
they?
be setting off soon. Who's the they? My other 2 officers that were supposed to be getting payment.
Right behind you.
Oh, alright. I brought gifts for everyone, by the way.
Fantastic. We
Gifts?
brought
We,
the first payment.
we also brought gifts,
And
apparently.
This is big. If we
He steps
fit
back.
folks.
He probably has a hat similar in the style of Jarlaxle, but a lot less complicated. Probably not as wide rimmed.
Okay.
Takes it off. Ladies of fire and wood, it is an honor to be working amidst your presence.
He's a real ladies' man.
Yeah.
What were your names?
I'm China.
As I understand, you're officers of this here, what's this ship called again?
Sea
Ghost
Ghost.
something? Sea Ghost?
Did you tell them the name of the ship?
It was mentioned, yes.
Okay.
Listen, I am the bosun.
You were?
Navigator.
I didn't get your name.
Alright.
No, her name is Navigator.
Yeah, just like your name's Tian. So you're joining us then?
At the captain's decree.
What are your skills?
Well, I am damn good at fixing shit if it gets broken. Waves and batters, sea monsters, shit like that. I'm also pretty good at taking them out, stopping them from continuing that damage. What the hell else you need?
How do you feel about losing your job?
Question is, what job do I pick up other than that?
Well, we could give you ship cook. Oceanus could,
I'm pretty decent at cooking.
Oceanus has a chef's hat on. He's like,
My job.
Spinach puffs.
my spinach puffs.
What do you need filling? I've done this and that, here and there, depending on the ship.
we
What
know
are we
you're
looking
really
at?
good at the cooking.
Yeah.
We also.
I mean, it's not your
expertise.
expertise, right?
Huh?
Fixing ships.
Not my expertise, no, but I'm not an expertise in
Then
cooking.
I
I'm just
am-
decent at it.
Well, we don't have an expert at cooking regardless. So
True. It's up to
I'm
you
not
since you are
one
the
to
captain.
judge a bosun, but
That is very true.
Hey, it's the only thing I know how to cook. Okay.
Man, you have good ears.
He pointed out pointy they are.
Yeah, so am I. They're not that good.
you're hard.
taking up the seat of bosun then?
He takes
Yes.
the chef's hat,
All
gives
right.
it to you. He's like, "Thank you. I'm sick of it."
I
He
don't.
gives you the spatula.
You want me to call you captain or go by a name?
You can call me Hemo
Emo?
or Sea Shadow.
What are you offering him?
It's a dagger.
Oh.
You carve your name into this ship when you come aboard.
What is your name again?
Alright. Emo. Give me 1 second.
Ooh.
I'm Cyrus. Cyrus Clementine.
Another officer. Good to meet you. I'm Carl. He holds out his hand.
Carl.
Yep, he's got little glasses.
This is
He's
our
got
surgeon.
black hair, a little curl kind of coming up the side there.
Surgeon?
White clothing. Yes. If you have any wounds, I can tend to them.
What do you do if I got a big ass gash in my arm?
Well, depending on the severity of it, we can try to patch it up.
If you could go into a bit more detail.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't rightly trust a new surgeon I ain't met before.
Don't worry. I know how to stitch flesh.
You're the man in charge of all our lives. You
Just in
understand that,
case.
right?
I suppose so.
He's more like the emergency button.
Hey,
You should be a bit more attentive.
if any food starts making you sick, I can help with that as well. I can also ease
He
pain.
has this thing called Alka-Seltzer.
I pop up in the crate and then give him one of the health potions for
Where did you get
emergency
this?
situations.
Emergency, right?
Alright.
And if you have a giant gash in your arm, I shall shove this down your throat.
You might need more of those then.
Or on the arm.
So normally we pay at the beginning of the month.
Alright. What's the pay you, sir?
We could
But-
just give him the upfront.
Unless you want to take the officer's deal, we pay you for the expeditions that you join us on.
Alright. Well, I have a very open schedule for the next foreseeable future.
And given that we have new officers, we should have a quick discussion in your cabin
Right.
about the job at hand.
Am I sticking out of this, or
Mr. Captain, sir, says Oceanus. Am I still an officer?
and you are
We could have a second meeting.
ex-cook?
I really don't want to be the cook anymore.
Oh, okay. Well then, no, you're not.
We could have a second mate.
Do we have a
Third
navigator?
mate, 'cause I guess Thok is technically second mate.
Yeah. There's no need for a third mate.
But what
could
happens if then he's next in line after Thok if Thok dies?
No, it's all right. I'm just fine without being an officer. I feel like you guys have this under control.
You can join the death squad.
The
what?
The what?
The death squad.
do we-
I
do we
made
have
that
a
clear,
quartermaster?
right?
One of those?
Do we have a
What the hell's
quartermaster?
that?
Quartermaster is bosun, right?
No,
No.
technically different.
What?
You're the quartermaster, aren't
Are
you?
you the quartermaster?
No, I'm the navigator. Do we just not have a quartermaster?
I'm assuming maybe in this version of ships they don't have quartermasters.
No,
They don't
there's
need
definitely
it,
a
but
quartermaster because
What
I'm
is the
quartermaster in
quartermaster?
Sari's game.
I know, generally speaking, quartermasters are the ones that kind of they're the ones that kind of focus on like supplies
Oh,
and even like
yeah. There's a quartermaster.
and like
Yeah.
paying people. I think
That
generally.
is Vara. Vara's the quartermaster.
told you.
Oh, so
You're just be calling yourself the navigator,
Yeah.
but
You.
The quartermaster navigates the ship, but they
Yeah.
also supply it.
yeah.
There's probably like a small barrel of good berries.
They go bad after a day.
Captain, first mate, bosun, quartermaster, surgeon, cook.
A barrel. A cup.
No, I normally
Don't want
don't
to eat today, just got one of these.
enter the officer position right away. It's a bit strange, but when I'm on your ship, this ship will be a kingdom, and it will function better than the owners of Saltmarsh.
Good. It's like what.
Fantastic.
Would you mind showing off your skills real quick, patching up the ship?
What do you need done?
Uh,
You know, we are docked. We got supplies not too far from here. People who do full works.
There's a guy on the ballista. Do you want us to damage the ship, sir?
No. That would be right.
No, they look disappointed. They're like, oh.
Have we not taken any damage?
No, we have
No.
not gotten into any fights.
It's fine.
I can run around the ship, see what needs to be done, see who's not doing what does need to be done.
Take an inventory of the ship. See what might need repairs.
It's a bit tedious. Can I command people?
To do what?
Help me out. Inventory is counting numbers and stuff
Well,
like that.
when I say inventory, I mean of damage to the ship
Oh,
or
of
things
course,
that
I
were
can
needed.
do that.
Yes, condition.
You got someone who pulls barnacles off the bottom?
Yes,
Oh,
generally our
Seamus,
crew
that
does
could
that.
be your
Alright.
job.
Great.
Yeah, you're one of those
I've gone
sea
from
elves,
cook
right?
to barnacle scraper.
Barnacle boy.
It will pay you more.
I've known people to cook barnacles.
I don't really care about
I'll
the
pay you
money
one
that much.
copper more.
What?
One silver more.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, maybe I could just wait in Saltmarsh. I'll just wait for you guys to get back.
Oh, I enjoy your company.
We'll treat you well here.
We don't pay you if you just wait in Saltmarsh. Because that just means you're like a friend at that point.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I'm here anyways. Don't really care about the money all that much.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
I
sweet.
do care about the threat of the Sahuagin coming
You care
towards my
about the
people.
crew.
That's why I'm here.
You know what Sahuagin hate? Ships that don't have barnacles on them.
That's not true at all.
You know,
What about this? What about this? What about this? Let's see what you think about this. Can you get a hold of your people from here, from Saltmarsh?
We're gonna
Why?
get a whole race of
We're
barnacle
gonna be-
scrapers?
No. We're gonna be gone for a little bit, searching for this dead ship that's floating. When we get back, you guys are fine with it? Maybe we can see if we can figure out how to stop the Sahuagin. Don't the lizard folk in Saltmarsh are gonna fight them anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
The hell kind of places have you all been to?
Just around town.
Around town.
A little outside of town.
Marshes,
Sounds like a little outside of town. How many
Dragons Lair, I
days?
think.
I could negotiate with my people.
And just figure out, get them with the lizard folk, let them know that the lizard folk in Saltmarsh are, we have a three-headed front, then we can take them out before they even get a chance to attack your people, maybe.
Sea elves are not going to ally with the lizard folk. Lizard folk won't allow it. You've been lucky enough to allow them to ally with you, but we've hated each other for a long time.
So then,
They don't trust us.
what are you going to do in the fight then?
I'm going to help because I want to show them. I'm part of you, an extension of Saltmarsh, not my people.
I like
And
that.
I want to make sure that no threat will come to my people.
Can we keep him on crew? I'll step down if you need me to.
No,
No, he
All
has.
he's always welcome with us.
You got the right mentality for a perfect crew member.
You
all I'm
saved my
saying.
life. If you need me to scrape your barnacles, I'll do it.
I think it'd be good for him to contact his people,
Yes.
honestly.
It-
Like, if I still had my home and I knew it was about to be attacked, I would want to be able to warn them.
You should get in contact with them.
All right. I'll relay the information that we've learned.
Yes.
I'll be back in a few days.
Okay.
Do you need anything?
Oh, no, I'll be fine.
Alright.
Well, good luck to you then. And he turns and he jumps off the ship and just dives down.
I
And he
kind of
doesn't
like
come
that
back up.
bastard.
Perfect.
Yeah, we like him too.
What was his name?
Oceanus.
Oceanus.
Alright.
So.
Yes, let's go to my
discussion
quarters.
time?
Am I gonna go and take inventory of damages, stuff like that?
Yes.
Alright. I'll do that.
So you guys do your jobs.
No,
No,
I
we're-
wanted to
yeah,
let them know.
I do my
all the
job.
things.
Got it. What are you? Sorry, what are you doing?
Oh,
They're
we're
doing
gonna
a
go to the
meeting.
captain's quarters to, or if there's a
Oh,
meeting
you
room.
guys go to the captain's quarters. Carl follows, and you step inside.
yeah, because
You're in the
fair
captain's
enough.
quarters.
Officers.
Fair enough. So, this sounds like it might be a wild goose chase, but if it's not, it has a pretty big payoff. If Albrecht is right.
How much did we get paid?
200 right now.
200 now?
Don't throw 200 gold at me.
I tossed the bag.
It's like 4 pounds.
Just
200 gold right now, but he said if the ship is real and we retrieve all the paperwork from it, he'll pay 10% of whatever we retrieve, which is
he said
potentially 10,000 gold,
10,000 gold.
which is...
And what are we finding for?
A box locked by magic in the captain's quarters of the ship.
In the captain's quarters,
If
what
it's
sounds
still
like a
there.
ghost ship.
And that's it?
Yeah, it sounds like
Ghost
it's a
They
ghost
said
ship.
they said it was destroyed, like it shouldn't be able to float at
Yeah.
all, yet it's still
I'm pretty sure
going.
things like that happen sometimes wherever ships abandoned at sea.
Speaking of, I took a gamble. You
I heard it
know-
sank.
I'm gonna guess one of you guys. It did sink.
It was boxes.
Supposedly it's
And
floating
then
again.
it's all right.
I heard that one of you guys, or I took a gamble and assumed that one of you guys probably figured out about where it was when it
Yes.
sank.
10
Perfect.
days south.
Apparently, it's
Yes.
still supposed to be next to that. So,
Just hovering, waiting,
yeah, floating.
not move.
Apparently, a bunch of sailors that are here in Saltmarsh saw it.
I would imagine if it's just floating, then it'd be somewhere where the currents would take it, but in the area. It'd be interesting because it was 5 years ago that it supposedly sank.
I can find us the general area, and then we can work from there.
My contact had information on it.
Perfect.
10 days southwest.
10 days southwest. Easy enough.
20-day trip. Maybe more. Maybe we'll find the escape. Oh, we already found the
Jacob?
escape.
Yes.
Cyrus is going to try and whip this ship into shape.
Okay, you do that. It's not really required. You move around
If
and
I
you
find
start.
anyone laxing around, I am barking at them.
Sure. A lot of the crew is pretty.
Bork.
They're lazy now because they're not doing anything, and that not much danger has happened. But you're like, come on, we're gonna go, and they're like, okay, all right. They start going
he's
about.
got that like really shitty workplace statement where he's like, if you've got time to lean, you can fucking clean.
And they're like, well, yeah, we're getting paid, so they and nobody really gives you much shit for it. They know they're supposed to do their job.
Go
So
around, check for tears on the edges of any of the masts, and like do mending.
the ship
and
is
stuff.
very well maintained, actually. If anything, it's just a little dirty. So you're like, all right, some
Yeah.
people are gonna clean it.
I can
And-
cast mending, so I'll do some minor stuff to help them.
Sure, and yeah, the ship is in very good condition. So you're like, cool. I don't have too much work to do, but everybody seems all good.
Good ship to join.
Yeah. All right. And before you guys leave, you guys see that half-orc once again come over towards you. Vertheg. He comes aboard your ship, actually. If you guys are you guys done with your meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of hails over and says,
You all welcome visitors this easily?
I
Not
don't
on
know
the
this
ship
part.
yet.
no, he's just kind of on the outside.
Yeah.
He's got this huge chest with him.
I'm standing in the front, kind of hand on my back with the mechanism.
I come from Albrecht, bringing some
Yeah.
supplies in case
Oh
you
yeah,
need them.
he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Albrecht, a
Comes
friend
on
of
board
ours.
and he says, and he
It's the
just
person who hired us.
puts this wooden chest down. He says, "Mr. Albrecht thought you could need some. You would need some supplies just in
Thank
case. Yes.
Thank you.
Anyways, good luck on your journey."
Albert gives out a lot of payment just for going to an abandoned ship.
He wants to make sure the job is done.
Has he sent?
This is very important to Mr. Albrecht.
Has he sent anyone out before?
No. This is
Are you?
Well-
Are you sure? Don't like to be lied to.
no. No one else has been sent out before. The ship was just found. He's putting every expense he can at making sure that it gets found. Though he doesn't want to draw too much attention. No one else has been sent out before. If you're worried that you're going to die on this mission, we're just as clueless as you are. He is only being so generous because he wants to make sure it's done. It is very important to him. Anyways, good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. And he turns and he walks off.
Captain Nemo, can I speak to you in private for a moment?
Sure.
Minor issue.
We'll go to the captain's
Alright,
quarters.
you go to the captain's quarters.
Sure.
I'll sit back and kind of put my feet on the table. What kind of mission do we have ahead of us?
Supposedly, it's an abandoned ship that we're looking for treasure on.
Alright.
A kind of treasure.
And if you don't know too much about it, I assume you're just getting us there, making sure none of us die along the way. I need to know where my loyalty lies. Is it with you or the man putting us on the job?
That's with me. I hired you. I expect you to serve this ship.
Very well.
When I had you sign your name into the ship, it means that you're now part of the ship.
It's a strange ritual, but I've seen some like it before. There's this one where they had this thing on front of the mast. They had everybody put little faces in it. It was fucking weird. Short trip, though. I didn't ask any questions, and one of them spoke weird. Bit of a ramble.
Mhm.
I'll keep to it then.
Above all else, though, keep Saltmarsh safe.
That's my goal.
All right. We'll get along fine then.
I'll step out.
Right then. You guys set off?
I want to
We
look.
have.
As
Oh,
we're saying,
yes.
I have to look at what's in this chest.
Yeah.
And also, I'm going to hand out a healing potion to everyone.
Cool. And we have the 200 gold to split it.
Oh, it's 200 overall.
200 overall.
Okay, I'll remove it from my.
Or you can just take it and just
I'm,
quiet about it.
Are we splitting among the 5? Or
Yeah.
the okay.
I mean, yeah.
Up to the captain or quartermaster.
40 each then.
Technically, you're the one dealing with paying.
I thought I paid people.
Am I getting paid for a job I haven't done?
I really just thought it was
We
whoever
didn't
brings in the
think
money
what
like splits it.
That's up to you guys.
Pay for the job that you're about to do.
I know.
All right.
It's 40 gold.
Is this some kind of minor addition, or is
Motivation is what they call
motivation?
it. Yeah.
I know. Generally speaking, quartermasters are usually the one that deals with pay.
Alright.
But if you want to do it differently here,
I got no objections.
And then we open up the supplies.
Inside the chest is, you kind of open it, so kind of neatly placed in there, some studded leather armor, 2 light crossbows, and 2 packs of bolts, with each have 20 bolts in them, 5 50-foot coils of rope,
Take one of those.
2 grappling hooks, 12 torches, 2 healer's kits,
Ooh.
6
Hey,
vials
Carl.
of antitoxin.
Ooh,
Okay,
I
wait,
took-
hold on.
Hold on.
Definitely need
Hempen
to
or
start
silk
writing all
ropes?
this down.
yeah.
Is anyone keeping like a
Jacob,
list?
hempen or
Some-
silken ropes?
Hempen.
Let me write it down right now. Start again from the beginning. I'm sorry.
Studded leather armor,
Jesus.
2 short bows.
2 light crossbows, 2 packs of 20 bolts,
Okay.
5 50-foot coils of rope,
Okay.
2 grappling hooks,
I'll grab one of those.
12 torches,
Okay.
2 healer's kits,
Okay.
6 vials of antitoxin,
I'll grab one of those if you don't
I'll
mind.
take 2.
Okay.
2 potions of healing,
Okay.
and 2 sacks for carrying treasure out of the ship.
I suggest you give those surplus of potions to our doctor, who seems a little bit incompetent.
Yeah, I'll give him one of the healer's kits and the 2 health potions to Carl.
Cool.
He'll pick up one of the crossbows. Who the hell do you think made this?
I'll take that.
Shoddy.
I'll
I
take
don't-
that studded leather.
I don't use weapons.
Not even Santa.
Do you want it?
I
It's
was
like a
going to
crew member's
use it.
like, ah!
Oh, yeah, it's not loaded.
I know, he's just like, oh my god!
Alright, so studded leather is gone. One of the grappling hooks is gone.
I took 2 antitoxin.
I swear, Mr. Cyrus, sir, I just swept the entire deck!
I assume everyone else is taking an
I
antitoxin.
want it
Yes.
to be clean enough to eat off of.
Okay!
You do that, you just might earn an extra portion tonight.
They're all like, oh my god, he's gonna shoot you with a crossbow if you
And
don't
then, did you
sweep
take the
the
grappling
deck.
hook?
I took one.
Okay.
Are you gonna take the other?
I'm gonna take the other.
I assume you're going to give these 2 crossbows to crew members.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, I'll take them for the afternoon, clean them up a bit, make them actually fucking shoot straight.
Sure.
All right.
So the crossbows to crew members. We still have rope.
Add it to the death squad. I'll take a 50 feet of rope.
Cool. I don't.
Would I
need-
have rope?
What are
we
the
can stack up the extra rope.
Yeah,
the
we can
details on this death squad?
Keep the
Extra firepower when we get into combat.
12 torches.
All right.
A crew. It's a
And
certain
candle.
set of crew that all are armed with bows.
Alrighty then.
Anyone else want torches?
No, thank you.
No.
No need.
and a torch.
Got a lantern. It's worth about 10 torches.
Another thing that we'll
Can you see in the dark?
put up.
With a lantern, yeah.
Anyone gonna take the extra healer's
You
kit?
have a friend now.
I think you should give the healer's kit to the.
There were
surgeon.
2 of them.
We
Here,
should.
I think
You should give them both to the surgeon.
They didn't do anything extra. Okay.
In case you is a backup one.
And then what about the sacks for treasure?
I'd say keep them on board till we find treasure, then come back get them.
Alright. 2 sacks for that dink kush treasure.
Dink. That's what's under it. That's the real spice.
Weed.
The spice trade.
Yeah, it's the
Just
spice.
a bunch of weed. He's like, I own all weed
Okay.
now.
So,
It's
Jacob,
straight cocaine.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take our map
Okay.
and
Actually,
I'm
don't
going
need this
to
rope, I forgot.
Place it down. And I'm
Keep it on the
going
ship.
to. Huh?
No.
So I'll take our map and I'll put it down like on a table. I assume we probably have like a big table as a tip
Yes.
for the map. And I will take. Do I have like a way to mark to keep track of like how far, like a measurement?
Yep.
Cool. So what I'll do is I assume what I probably do is I probably like take out my rope and I'll like pull it out to what would be a day of travel.
Mhm.
And I'll do it out to 10 days worth. And then from where we're at, I'll put it southwest. I'll put it straight southwest. And I assume we're probably going to go through some islands.
Mhm.
And I will make a chart. I'll make a chart using. Let me see. Let's see what I can do with this. Let's see what I do with it.
I want to shoot something.
Well, we're getting there.
I know.
It's so strange hearing Logan say that.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
Me too, man.
I like it.
That's well.
Me too.
I'll just take a piece of parchment
Mhm.
and I will kind of sketch out the course basically.
Sounds good. You start to do that. And you start plotting course as you guys, I'm assuming, set sail and make your way
Do
off.
we have enough food to go?
Yeah,
3 days?
we'll make sure of that.
Number one
Make
is
sure on
that,
food. Did you have the amount of food that we have per day written down on your character sheet? Too? I don't know if you hadn't written that down. Okay. We bought like a month's worth, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. And I'll say you've used 2 days of it because you haven't. Oh no, 4.
Yeah, it'd be like 4 days.
4.
So we have 26 days worth of food.
Yep.
How long is this journey supposed to be?
About 20 days.
Always account for an additional third of errors. If we got extra
6
food.
days should be enough, I think.
All right.
How much can we
well,
fit on the
We
ship?
need a couple more.
Like if we wanted the fully stocked?
You could fit another month.
Let's just fully stock.
Yeah.
Another thing that I would like to do, actually, I assume when you say fully stocked, you mean use all of the supply area.
Your ship can hold a lot, so I would say, because it's a sailing ship. Let me look at the ship stat blocks. So you've got sailing ship can hold
100 tons.
100 tons. So
Mm-hmm.
of stuff. So
So let's do a month worth of food. What about that? So 30 days worth.
a month worth of food.
So
Okay.
we're going to buy 4 more days worth.
He's going to
4
come
more
over
days
to you
worth.
as you're calculating it.
So you would need a pound per person. How many people are on your ship?
Our crew's 20 people plus the 5 of
plus
us.
5, so 25.
25. So half of that
Fuck.
is it's basically 12 gold a day for food.
Oh,
Vara,
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
27 people.
now, don't mean to be forward when I say this, I'm just being honest. You are more than pretty enough to lie and get away with it.
I'm not going to do
I'm saying, can I trust you with some gold put forward toward food?
Sure.
All right. Hands you 15 gold. I'll go spend that. Actually, do spend that in one place.
Okay.
You know your food's provided for, right?
I like to invest in my crew.
Cool. So I'll put that down. And then another thing I'm going to do.
Okay, Arthur Morgan.
What? Another thing I'm going to do is on the way back.
The camp needs money. Sorry. Sorry.
I'll grab about 5 crew members,
Okay.
and I'm going to see if we have what would be the equivalent of a wood shop.
He'll definitely go with you.
Yep.
I'm wanting to purchase, and actually it'd be perfect to have you because you would know what we need.
First
I'm
of all-
wanting to essentially purchase nails and spare boards in case anything gets blown off of our ship, so we have supplies to.
This is my
patch it.
forte. I'm surprised you got by with so little.
A gold per hit point of the ship that you could fix in terms of supplies.
How many hit points is our ship?
Your ship is got 250 hit points.
Well, it depends on what we're
Buy
fixing.
enough
We have
stuff,
300
just
for the
rebuild
hull.
entire ship from scratch.
We have 300 for the hull, another 50 for the helm, another 100 for the sails, another 50 for the ballista, and another 100 for the mangonel.
Right. Out of game, just because we're going with that, I have an ability that lets me repair at my current level 10 hit points, just freeform, without any equipment.
Yeah. I'm assuming the way that like bosun works is that you like take from other pieces of the ship
Yeah.
to sort of like balance it out.
Well, regardless, so that anyone can participate, I'd be willing to put down 100 of my gold to buy 100 hit points worth of wood.
Repairs.
Wood.
It'd be like on ship repairs is what it would be.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't want to say this. You in character. Anything regarding crew or the ship, you can charge to me.
All right. Well,
You must
it's
be
still
a
my
wealthy
decision. I
man.
do all the, I do the financing and stuff. So, yeah, I'll just figure it out when we get, take it out of the reward once we get it.
I actually seem to misplaced a couple questions I meant to ask you.
Okay.
Get back on ship. Should check your quarters for a minute.
It's gonna take a while. We're probably not gonna stop anywhere on the way there, are we? We're probably just gonna be on the ship the whole time.
Depends. I find it interesting island.
Yeah, I've heard this place is dotted with isles.
It is. So Jacob, I'm gonna go ahead and drop. I'm gonna pull people to take the wood back. I'm gonna go ahead and drop 300 gold on hit point repairs.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a ton is 200 pounds, right?
2,000.
2,000. That's right. Sorry, I'm stupid. So you can hold 100 tons. Why is that even a thing? That is just so much. So much you can
Ships
carry in your
hold
ship.
a lot of stuff.
So why is that even
Buoyancy,
there?
man.
It never matters. Cool. That's on your ship now.
Awesome.
I was gonna be like, that weighs, and it's 100 tons.
I learned a little bit of something about a couple other engineers on different ships.
Okay.
Do these men know how to wield axes? And do they have any moral issues with cutting down a couple trees on some islands that we find?
What do you guys think?
Some of them turn. I can use an axe.
They'll learn. He's gonna step a bit closer to you. Ma'am, you seem to be adorned in trees themselves.
It's who I am. See,
Do you take issue with that?
no, it's
As I've
Nature.
learned, forests are
It's
able to
natural.
renew themselves
now
as
if you
long
were
as we
to,
don't.
if we were to go through and burn down the whole forest.
Of course
then I'd
not.
take
No,
issue.
we take as much as we need. We get the fuck out of there.
But, I mean, it's natural to cut down trees to regrow. Sounds like God is laughing.
You just see Gina and Rosalie and Hebo, who just look very nervous as they hear, now if you were to burn down a forest, I would take issues. They're like,
Have we burned down a forest?
Oh my god.
No, we did not. We did nothing at
Am
all.
I just forgetting something?
Yeah, I think I'm forgetting something too.
Because I know Yaga burned down a tree. But...
Yeah, he did. One tree.
Oh wait.
yeah, one tree. Just one tree, guys.
We went
Yaga
hunting.
did.
That's
We
right.
went hunting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did that burn down the entire forest?
It did burn down the entire forest.
It just started a forest fire.
They left before they were like, that's weird. And then they just left.
I don't know that.
I know, it's just really, it was the one game you weren't there. And they're just like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
I haven't said
Yeah, no,
anything. Should be
it-
fine.
I
I'd say it's
mean,
natural.
forest
It's
fire is
like,
unnatural.
You know,
Anything,
right?
huh?
Predator prey.
Sometimes it's gotta.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Actually, have a little
chop
burn, yeah.
down, so
So you gather about 500 hit points of stuff?
300.
300 hit points of stuff? Are you getting more food, or are you just going with what you got?
30 days worth.
30 days worth of food.
And you know what? I'll drop 5 gold and buy some fishing rods. And drop anchor
Sure.
and fish.
Perfect. You got
Alright.
fishing rods and all that kind of stuff. It's the nice
grab
thing
some
about being
garlic.
out at the ocean is, even if you start to starve, you can always fish.
And I can always pass
Sequoias
good
need
berry.
fire.
I assume she brought some of the beefy
I
crew
think
members
they
with
actually
us
need
to
to-
heft everything,
Yep.
To actually like have the saplings settle.
just so we don't.
Like
The more you
important.
know.
Yeah.
So, how many people about?
On the
I
ship?
probably took-
27.
20.
No, just the beefy boys.
I probably took about 5
6.
guys with us.
Okay, I will buy 6 axes.
Okay, they all have axes now. That Each axe is 2 gold.
Okay.
They have
Ship
axes.
sim.
We Minecraft now, boys.
I know.
Alright.
It's back in, man.
I'm sorry.
I've
What
been
about-
playing it a lot lately,
I forgot.
actually.
What about
I forgot,
hammers?
it's this. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
We don't
what's-
use axes. We just punch trees.
Yeah. How's Zen doing?
Huh?
Zen, my cat.
Fine.
The honker.
He
Yeah.
comes out.
Oh.
Oh.
did Bims go with
Oh.
Yaga?
Yeah, where's Bims? Did he
Bims
go-
went with Yaga.
Okay. Wait.
Bims.
Do I have enough cat food for? I'll just feed him fish.
Yeah, alright. You guys setting sail?
Yes. Unless you guys are doing anything else.
I had.
Is there
just
like
had wanted to talk to you.
an officer quarters for?
Yeah.
Is it just
Yep.
Yaga's
No,
old
they're
place?
officer quarters.
Okay. I mean for.
It would be Yaga's old room.
Okay.
Cool. You guys set
You find out.
off.
Can we do it while we're?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
okay.
While we're sailing, he's going to come to the captain's quarters, address a couple questions.
Sounds good. You guys set off and you start making your way off the ocean.
Come in. Oh, I thought that was.
No, I'm chopping carrots.
Oh.
Just a couple questions about the way you run this ship, sort of the collective morale. I've been on ships with people who smuggle. I've been on ships with people who hunt smugglers. I got no bias. I just need to know what we do when we see another ship passing by, maybe a little overarmed.
Our only targets are pirates. People that would harm Saltmarsh.
So
Or
we
my
hunt.
crew.
Very well. So pretty much we're going to be the second to fire.
Yes.
All right. And as far as salvaging goes, I'll try to be the first on that ship as it's sinking.
All right. Don't. Nothing's worth your life.
Got a couple personal questions. He checks the door. Those 3 ladies.
Yes. Quite stunning, right?
Very much so. I was wondering, any of them busy?
I don't. Yes, they're all busy. They help run the ship.
In a certain way is what I'm asking.
I don't know how to answer that. I'm gonna go with no.
All right.
I feel like I need you to be a little more specific so I can answer it just right.
Right, if you want me to lay it out like a flat piece of paper, are any of them romantically involved?
The one with the scarf, I don't know.
Who's that?
Rosalie.
Rosalie, you've never seen Rosalie's mouth.
Okay.
Or chin.
Probably doesn't
Or
have
nose.
She's my first mate,
Pull it
and
down.
she helps me run the ship. But she also scares me a bit, so I just try and stay on her good side.
Alright.
The other 2, I almost got with the tree, but then I remembered I have a lady waiting here for me, and so I had to stay committed to that.
Then I will ask as a respectful subordinate. Should I stay away from any of them?
No, it's open season.
All right. It's gonna be a fun job, thank you, sir.
Jeez, I love it.
Steps outside and takes a deep breath.
Just make sure it doesn't cause any turmoil.
Of course. Last thing I want is drama on a ship.
Yes.
With more than 2 people, of course. steps
So you guys set off, making your way off into the ocean to hopefully find this this ship. And as you guys make your way along, the days are relatively quiet. There are no storms of anything of the like, and it's smooth sailing for a good portion of the time.
How many days have we gone?
4 at this point. 5.
Can I check in with the crew? How they
Crew's doing good. Everybody seems to be fine.
Is there anyone not doing good?
Anybody not doing good? The old man complains every day.
About?
His knees hurt, but everybody just says, "Shut up," and he goes, "Okay."
Is there any way that I can make him more comfortable?
He's like, "Well, if I didn't have to work and I got to sit down," and then as soon as he says that, you see Cyrus from a distance. His eyes just glow as he just looks over. He's like, "Never mind. I think I'll just keep doing my work." Oh, and he just.
Is that old coot complaining again?
Yes. He has.
Lick my balls!
You know, we
Not
could get
my
him some
style.
Dr. Scholl's.
Appreciate the offer, though.
We should do that.
Carl.
I'll see if I can do something. You mind if I get a bit of woodworking done?
Hey, go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna actually make Carl something.
You're gonna make him a chair.
I'm gonna make him a leg chair.
Awesome,
A
perfect.
couple of wood panels that go up his legs, and then like 2 that basically, when he sits down, it unfolds and just turns into a chair.
Yeah, you over the course of the few days of jack shit happening, you do that, and he's very grateful. This is the greatest invention ever.
You can
How did you
swap it
create
down.
such an incredible thing?
I'm observant. Some people could say that.
I can just sit whenever I want. What a great thing. Thank you.
Make sure that when you sit, you don't put down the damn mop.
Starts popping. And you guys continue on.
Happy crew.
I forgot to do something.
What did you forget?
Can I find Yaga's name on the ship?
Yeah,
He carved it in the pole, right?
it's like the very bottom.
I
He
think
put
he
in a
used an
fake name?
alias. Yeah.
Okay, he never put in his real name?
Just look for
I
the
don't
one
know
that
it.
says poo butt. It's probably
The,
good.
the lowest one that just says like dick ass butt.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll find the one that is probably obviously Yaga's.
Yeah.
And then chisel it out. Like,
Alright, you chisel it out.
that's it.
You lose someone,
That was an old crew member.
I suggest, just from a personal perspective, that from now on, everyone who's been on this crew is forever a crew member.
I find it more symbolic that when I lose a crew member, I lose a piece of the ship. And it becomes a little bit lesser.
That is very poetic, but for morality's sake, I'd rather people didn't get it drained in double so that someone passed away.
No offense, I think it's important to pay respect for the people that you lose. We'll still repair it. The ship will be stronger. Like when you break a bone.
You are uninteresting, Captain.
This conversation finishes, you guys kind of turn away. A lot of the crew are like looking and listening, and they immediately go back to their work. Days go by. You guys get closer and closer. Occasionally, the sky is a bit spotty, a bit overcast. It gets more and more overcast as you go along. No storms, though. And Vara is able to know there's no storms. Figures shit out. Yep. Just cloudy, just dark. And eventually, it's been about 8 days at this point.
And we already did like a check that our crew just seems kind of okay.
Yeah, they're fine. They're happy. They're okay with what they're doing, and they appreciate everybody on the crew. Nobody seems to have any animosity. It doesn't seem to be a bad time, and they're kind of happy that you guys might be getting rich and doing something that doesn't cost their lives, just demanding some weird mystery. They seem a bit interested in it as well.
If I can, I'd say for the most part that Cyrus's his first priority is keeping the ship and the crew active and involved. His second priority would be, of course, the crew's actual attitude. So he's going to try and make people happy if he can,
Sure.
unless they're just unhappy because they're lazy.
No, they're not unhappy at all. They just they're not like jumping for joy, but
Yeah.
they are content with their work.
Mhm.
They do not hate anybody. Their loyalty is high. 8 days do go by.
We should be getting close.
And as you do, there is a ship sitting in the distance.
What does it look like?
Could be right there.
You kind of look over. A few crew members let you know, and all of the officers kind of come out just to get a look. It's kind of in the distance. There's a bit of wind moving and pushing you guys along. In the distance, you see this very large-looking ship. It's strange. Sails kind of flapping in the wind, as if they're not really catching much wind.
I'm going to draw mine.
You look over in the distance and you see, as you guys just kind of get a little bit closer just to get a better view of it, it's kind of just sitting there, just kind of slowly moving along, not doing much. Who is proficient in water vehicles? All right, you three notice a few things. First of all, the ship is a bit sunken into the water a bit, but it's not sinking, which leads you to believe the bottom half of the ship is either is filled with water.
Oh.
It is not sinking though. It's just lower.
It's not taking on more water.
No.
Just
It's
lower
like
the
it's
water.
just lower to the
whatever
water.
puncture mark is somewhere down
The
there.
ship is covered in algae along the sides, and it looks a bit damaged as well. Another thing you notice is that the sails are completely tattered. They are just flimsy. They've got holes. It looks
Beat to
Like-
shit.
It looks
Let me
like
show you.
the image.
Let me show you.
We have an image.
We sure do.
Emoji.
Who do we have to thank for that image, Jacob?
The book.
Yeah.
Thank you, the book.
It's
Thank
actually
you, whoever
super
drew
fucking
that.
awesome.
It looks like
Yeah.
this.
Yo.
It is tattered. It is moving through the
Hey,
water
look, that's
very
us.
That
slowly.
is so fucking cool.
And yeah, and it looks damaged, sinking halfway through the water. It shouldn't be afloat, but it is. Well, it's possible. It's not like it's magically afloat. It's a miracle it's still afloat.
I'd say on further inspection, those of us who are somewhat familiar know it's got that many fucking holes.
Yeah.
It's either sitting on top of a sandbar or magic.
Maybe.
Not necessarily.
Would it be on its side, do you say?
No, it could very well be. It's what he said. It's not impossible that it's floating.
highly improbable.
It's
Okay.
improbable.
It's like
You
a
three
1%
can
chance.
make a check with your vehicles to
shoot.
just
I
make
need
me
a
a
vehicle
check.
I left my dice bag in my car.
Wow, what an
Make
idiot.
it with proficiency.
How did you just realize you don't have dice right now?
He
I'll
hasn't
definitely
rolled.
make a.
Is it
What
all
do we
on
make?
his
What?
dice over there?
I love that you're like, I
think
want to
so.
shoot something, and then
What do
no
we make?
dice.
What ability?
Do you want dice?
Would you say?
Yeah. He didn't say.
With your water vehicles, which
So
is just
just-
intelligence.
yeah.
With proficiency.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull us like 500 feet away from the ship and then just anchor us.
Sounds good. You get about 500 feet away. It's barely moving. Barely moving. The anchor has been pulled up on the ship, and it's just floating.
Oh, fuck.
Just there. Yeah, the anchor is pulled up. Looks like it's been damaged. What'd you guys get on your rolls?
I got a 20, not natural.
Okay.
He's observant and skeptical, but can't draw any conclusions.
Okay.
22.
You two notice, okay, it is taking in a little bit of water. You think it will sink in about 10 to 20 days.
Do I think that the added weight of us boarding it is going to cause it to go faster?
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
Going aboard?
Are we all going? Are we leaving the crew here?
There's a lot of
Take
damage
everyone?
on the ship as well. Just everywhere.
It might be better to.
Have the crew ready to jump into action if they need to.
Yeah, but not come aboard.
Can
I'd
I?
say we saddle up next to it, throw some ropes over there.
Can I roll perception to
Might be-
look around to see if
Seems to
anything
me-
is on it moving?
I think we should focus on securing the ship. So
So
drop anchor and drop
course,
its
yeah, but-
anchor, and then
before we
11?
get too close,
So 14 is
what
my
are the
passive?
details on this job I haven't been given yet?
It's abandoned.
We're meant to
No ghosts.
find a lockbox that has some paperwork in it.
Magically
The
sealed
paperwork
lockbox.
is-
That's
The paperwork is to be believed. It could land us a lot
His
of money.
favorite words.
complicated
Magically
royal
sealed
business.
lockbox.
Got it. Is there anything magical inherently on this Voyager?
I would say so.
but definitely,
Supposedly-
definitely the box.
Well, and supposedly the ship is supposed to be sunk.
Yeah.
So
All we know that it was lost in a storm. Whether or not it sunk
Yeah,
or just was so
everyone
badly
assumed it.
damaged. Well, I was apparently a part of this ship.
Maybe you'll get some of your memory back.
Well, I admire your wits.
Seeing stuff.
That's what I'm wondering.
Right, let's board the rowboat.
Maybe I'll
Yeah.
be able to try
Climb
and remember
aboard.
what happened if I was
We're
on
not
when this
settling up
happened
next
or
to
not.
it.
No, if the ship goes down, if it starts to actually sink, I don't want it to pull us. The sea goes down with it.
I suppose that would be an issue.
Yes, it would.
So,
So we'll probably pull up at least 60 feet up next to it.
We do
Wait
have
for it to
grappling
sink.
hooks.
Hope it doesn't. And drive in.
Guys, get on the sailing ship.
and we'll have the crew ready to go, like spring into action if the ship suddenly springs to life and starts shooting at them or something.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you guys can look aboard and just look. There's nothing. It looks dead.
I don't mean to boast my own skill set. Maybe a little. But I'd like to think that I'm a bit more well equipped than the rest of our crew here. You mind if I join you?
Yes, that was the plan.
The other sunken ships that I've seen, do they look like this? Like the amount of damage and
Yeah, that was the one that we went to like 3 games ago.
Sunken
Just not
ships are
water.
different because they're
Yeah.
waterlogged and a lot of the pieces are missing.
You said this one was covered in like moss and stuff.
It's covered in algae
Algae.
around the sides. Yeah. It looks old and it looks like it's been beaten and destroyed, and it shouldn't be floating, but it is.
alright. Let's just go.
You alright?
Alright.
Make a nature check.
Alright.
Check.
8.
All right.
I love that playlist.
Just looks normal.
Alright. If you see any spectral people, listen to what they say. Alright? Don't take anything if they tell you not to.
Be very interesting to see spectral people. If I'm.
Are you speaking to everyone or just Trina?
Everyone.
Oh, okay.
I'm not one to avoid advice from people with brighter eyes than myself. Let's get to it. You know, I heard a story about a ship like this once. Did go a lot deeper than this one is now and invoked the wrath of what people think was a storm giant.
Hmm.
Is this the one that got thrown in by a storm? I heard from our good friend Gillen.
Yes.
Let's pray against those odds then.
You guys begin to paddle your way along.
Yeah, he'll probably help row.
Pushing along, bit of torchlight just illuminating just a picture over towards the ship. Getting closer and closer as a bit of fog kind of begins to drift above, just adding to the ominousness of this boat. Get closer and closer, and you can hear it just creaking slowly. You get over, and the deck is actually only about 10 feet up. However, it is covered in algae, which is very slippery.
You have that grapple, right?
I do.
Do you want me to throw it
You
up
should
there?
put on some boat creaking atmospheric sound.
I can, sure.
I'm going to try to throw up the grapple and the rope.
Now hold on there.
Easy
miss.
enough. You
Yeah.
you hits the edge. You and it hooks onto the rail.
Secure. Who's first?
I'll head first.
I can go
Do
second.
you, Captain?
This is all athletics check, Chico.
Athletics check.
Is
We
it?
want the captain
yes.
going first.
I'm going to also cast enhance ability.
Choose to.
Alright.
Lead us into.
He's the one that would be.
The
He's
unknown?
the type of leader that would like to jump in feet first.
In my own opinion, just from my experience, I mean no insult, but those are the type that tend to die.
Yeah, but that's his choice.
Tell that to the dragon.
Crazy ears on that son of a bitch.
We
I'm
killed
not that far away. I'm climbing up a rope.
Well, he's trying to
5
get
feet
fly
up.
away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I didn't hear. If you're trying
That
to.
son of a bitch gonna die.
What'd you get?
26.
Okay. Yeah, you slowly pull yourself up, and you,
To
as soon as you step aboard the ship, a shiver goes down your spine.
Didn't
Really
die
feels
on
off about this
contact.
place, specifically to you. I don't know what it is. Just gonna look around. The Emperor's upper decks slope gently down towards the ship's port side. The forecastle and quarterdeck are empty, and short wooden stumps are all that remain of the ship's masts. The double doors leading to cabins fore and aft appear intact, as does the metal grate in the deck that offers access to the lower decks. Aside from the rhythmic creak of the ship's badly weathered timbers, all seems quiet. Something feels wrong to you.
You're up next.
I'll climb up behind him.
Alright, roll athletics.
Natural 20.
You jump up. Oop.
He'll lean toward you.
Show up.
No, I hate to watch him go, but love to watch him leave, kind of thing.
All right, after you then.
Can I be ready to like help pull someone up? if
Yep.
they- or-
Am I next?
Yes.
Damn it. All right. He goes up.
Roll athletics.
Like how you say that to Gina.
Yeah.
Gina's like, what?
15.
Yeah, you pull yourself up. You your feet get on the algae and it kind of slips a little bit. And you're like, oh, and you just kind of with your arms just pull yourself up and up over the deck, and you see the same thing. You guys notice that it does slope. In fact, the front of the ship it's off kilter. So it's actually its port is firm.
Yeah, it's like
I assume we're far out enough to where we can't see the bottom of the water at all.
What do you mean?
Because the other shipwreck was like 60 feet below.
You're in
water
very
or something.
deep ocean.
Okay, cool.
All right, I'm next.
Roll athletics.
Could I not? And roll acrobatics instead. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
You also very quickly and you just kind of parkour your way up and make your way up to the ship.
Good day.
I'm gonna have to.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm only level 4.
Stupid
That's
monk.
like 6th level. Man.
Yeah.
That's 9th level.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go do it.
Should have just said yes.
15.
Yeah, you make your way up.
You're just. Yes, I can. I could.
Everybody
totally-
makes their way up top of the ship.
One hell of a
And if
crew
you guys
got.
want to, I can pull up the map.
Sure.
Of the
I'll,
ship, yes.
I'll pull
absolutely.
the rope back up and coil it.
Got
Add
it.
it back to you.
Don't look at it. Tyler, what did I just say?
Tyler's like, hey, look right at it.
Welcome back.
My mom.
Alright, so
Wait.
it's like
we come back to
That's
come
what I
back
do.
to me saying my mom makes fun of me.
No, it's like that news intro where she's like, I'm so pale. And they're like live. and
Yeah.
she says- yeah.
Alright, so yeah.
What a cut.
I will re-explain what's going on here.
The atmosphere back.
The Emperor's upper decks slope gently down towards the ship's port side. The forecastle and quarterdeck are empty, and short wooden stumps are all that remain of the ship's masts. The double doors leading to cabins fore and aft appear intact, as does the metal grate in the deck that offers access to the lower decks. Aside from the rhythmic creak of the ship's badly weathered timbers, all seems quiet. There is nobody out here. It is very quiet, except for the sound of a harmonica.
Sorry, I harmonica when I get nervous.
Don't be nervous.
It's like a dead ship. This is like a sailor's worst nightmare.
Probably not the best coping mechanism. Maybe something a bit quieter you might take a hobby in.
It's pretty quiet. I think it was that loud.
Maybe like, I'm just afraid there'll be ghosts.
That was me doing it louder.
I'm just afraid of
All
hearing
right.
like a
No
second one
objections
coming
then.
from below decks.
Well,
I'm sorry,
Captain,
guys.
what's
That'd be
our
spooky.
layout plan?
Can I get passive perception?
16.
14.
14. Thought you might want to go in order.
11.
11. And
14.
I'm just gonna be I'm just gonna write it.
So everyone's fine but Tim for most things.
I think Yago is the other one that used to have an 11. Or did he have a higher perception?
Perception is wisdom? No, super low. He was a kid.
Can I have a piece of paper? Can I have a piece of paper?
If you have high wisdom as a kid,
Can I
you're
have
a
a piece of
liar.
paper? That'd be amazing.
Well, Jacob, did you know that I'm amazing?
You are amazing.
Here's your paper.
Jeez.
I also does anybody have a pencil?
I have
Over there.
I have a pen.
I'm
Oh,
You man whore.
what just happened?
All right, so
Why do you have a pencil? Use your phone.
He ripped it from Logan.
It was Logan's pen, so I just grabbed it and gave it to Jacob.
Now
I
my
didn't see
family-
what happened, and everyone was just laughing.
Yeah, auto
welcome to my life. Every time we start any of these games, I'm like, "Welcome back to the game," and you guys are laughing about something. I don't know what it is, and I go, "What? What is it?" I have to stop. And he's like, "Nah, just keep going," and it's like,
Because it's offensive 60% of the time.
What?
What?
Or
"All right, sorry, Hemo, What is it?
20.
Are you serious? With 20
Minus
passive perception?
9.
No.
11.
That's 11.
The rest of us are 14, Colton 16.
Nice.
Vara.
So Vara is 16.
Mm-hmm. Everyone else is 14.
You only 16?
Vara's the druid.
Meh.
Vara's 16? What? She's a
baby.
baby?
Vara, you were the only one that notices this.
Great.
She's how old?
What do I notice?
Put your elven
There
eyes.
are dried bloodstains about the top of the ship here. A few of them scattered in different places. Blood drops. Some of them are pooled. Some of them are spattered about.
Well, Captain, I suggest we get the hell off here as fast as we can. What's our plan?
Let me
DM.
check something.
Do I recognize anything? This is okay.
I'll go to the closest bloodstain. Where is it? From where I am.
5 feet down on the ground.
Cool. I'll just go.
That is some brown mold or
I'll
something?
look towards it. No. I'm going to see if I can distinguish when, like, how old this blood appears to be.
Medicine.
Like, is it like years, or is it like last
Medicine.
month?
You guys look down.
9.
9. You guys go over and Vara kind of kneels down and goes over to the bottom of the ship and begins to kind of rub her finger. Kind of go over and a bit of what looks like dried blood is now on her finger. And you guys now see it. You're like, oh, it blended in with the wood really well.
It's everywhere.
You can't tell how old it is.
Can I investigate?
Yeah, roll medicine.
When she says everywhere, is it like actually everywhere?
You look around.
Worse than her?
There's maybe some here, spatters here,
It's not just
spatters
like
over there.
covering the place.
No, it's not like it's
Well,
drenched.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying everywhere in the sense of like it's in a bunch of different locations.
No idea. Hard to tell how old the blood is.
I'll double check.
Sure, roll medicine.
But it appears like a fight happened here? Battle?
Maybe.
No one knows. Everybody just
It's hard
trying.
to
No one
determine
knows.
the
Just
age
kinda-
of blood. It's difficult. It's like it could have been here for a long time, and
We should have
the
brought
water oxidized it, or
Really?
I don't think it matters how
Hydrated?
long.
Can I?
Easy to assume.
I want to investigate the blood, not necessarily see how old it is, but rather
sure,
Can you
roll.
turn the music down like
like
Yeah.
what could have like caused it. That makes sense.
I'm gonna get
15.
You look around, and you start to just looking around for blood, just gathering, just kind of seeing where it is. The way that they are, and you see some drags too. It looks like a fight. You can't tell really. It doesn't look like a bunch of people started bleeding for no reason. It looks like there was a fight.
Captain Nemo,
if there's
we've been looking at blood stains for the past 5 minutes. What's our plan?
Keep going to the ship.
All right, we gonna split up or go together?
Together.
if there's
Stay together.
If there's
Where are we
blood
going?
everywhere, where are the skeletons?
Wherever the hell the
Assume
ship's
under the
saying.
water.
Okay, so we're all in agreement.
Or trapped
that
in
it
the
sank
rooms.
before?
There's also the minor probability that some random ass fish people pulled him down. There's quite a few hunters. You've heard of the Sahuagin, right?
Yeah.
They don't fuck around.
Where's the chest meant to be?
It's supposed to be in the captain's quarters.
How improbable.
Going to the captain's quarters. Oh, but I'm assuming it's the captain's quarters.
You're gonna make your way over to
Classic
there.
location.
We'll
Yeah.
all go there.
Yep.
So I think we're going up here and then down into the captain's quarters. It looks like.
What are you talking about?
No.
Is
Door
that
right here.
A door.
Those stairs go up to the quarterdeck, which is that map over there, which is where the wheel is.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the.
You can go up there if you want
So
to.
No.
this is the captain's quarters.
You don't know.
Okay.
You go over to the door and open it.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we'll all.
They don't
Yeah.
even know what we're talking
Chemo,
about.
you step into this room.
No, I think they see a map.
Oh, cool.
'Cause
The
it's in the
room
corner.
opens up in black and white to your dark vision. A rough stone altar dominates this cabin. Strange markings cover its surface. Dried mud cakes the floor around it, and humanoid skulls ring the wall above, each mounted on a wooden spike. Corners of this room are piled with garbage and debris. Crudely cut wooden logs, smashed furniture, torn sacks, shattered crates, small piles of dried palm fronds. I don't know what that is. but it's palm frond.
Someone want to look that up?
You said you don't know what palm fronds are?
Yeah.
Like, Jacob does not know what palm
No,
fronds
what the
are?
hell?
They're just the leaves.
No palm trees?
Got it.
Leaves of palm trees.
So, is it nighttime?
No, but it's dark out because it's overcast.
Okay.
A staircase descends from the southeast corner, and an acrid odor fills the air.
Mentioned, do you have a lantern?
I neglected to purchase one before we set sail.
Alright,
You got one?
I've got a candle.
We got any casters?
I do. I can.
You make a light of the situation.
Did you bring any of those, torches?
One of them.
Can't see anything.
One more thing. Look around the room. It seems blurry for some reason. As you just begin to look around, but it's not. And this feeling of dread sits over you as you kind of hold your hand forward. Spider webs cover the entirety of this room.
Is there anywhere to put a torch?
You're gonna light a torch.
She lit a torch for me.
We just did the apple for you.
You light a torch. It burns a little bit of the webs, but it doesn't travel.
Spiders.
That's true.
How the hell did a spider get?
And skulls.
Well,
Do these webs remind me of the Underdark at all?
We
Well,
know
the-
where some of the parts of the body.
He
Bodies.
pulls out that
Apparently.
mechanism that looks like two map tubes tied together with a mechanism on the back.
I suggest we tread carefully. Spiders don't build webs underwater.
Nope. Which means
I-
they're probably on board.
I do not think this. I do not know if this ship actually has sunk. In that sense. Again, there's lost in the
But then,
Lost
then
where?
I'll walk
explain the
One
light.
of the palms in the back moves.
Palms?
Yeah, one of the
Leaves.
palm fronds.
The palm fronds.
I
It's
don't know
it's
what
a
that
it's a
is.
giant palm leaf basically,
Oh, okay.
and it just shifts.
Is there
Can
anywhere
I
to
get a closer
put
look at
the?
that palm leaf?
You want to push through the spider webs and get over towards it? What?
Is there anywhere to like put a torch?
No, there's no
There's
sconces.
no sconces.
I can blast it if you want.
Sure, take your shot.
Puts the gun at his side, holds it down. That thing is pretty fucking heavy for one hand.
Yep.
So it kind of hangs down to his side. He traces sigils in the air, casts frostbite on it. That'd be a Constitution save if something's alive in there.
Okay. Roll your damage, sir.
Oh, fuck.
One frost damage.
One frost
But-
damage.
One frost damage.
It has
Oh yeah,
it has disadvantage on its next attack.
It does. I picked that cantrip for that reason. I almost forgot.
Give me 1 second, guys.
Alright.
It's a better vicious mockery.
Yeah.
That's a cool spell.
It's better statistically. It's just not as cool.
I don't know. I think frostbite is cooler.
You can't yell. You don't yell random insults.
Yeah.
But
You still can.
You can't be.
you can.
Well, wait. It's verbal. Can't.
Oh, yeah, because you have to say the spell.
You gotta
Take
do it.
if you
Cold,
level
cold
up
air.
further in sorcery, you can take quiet spell or silent
For
spell or
cantrip?
whatever.
Just to yell
Yeah.
obscenities.
Spend
when
a
you can't
sorcery point. Say.
Subtle spell.
Subtle spell.
Oh,
I
yeah.
played a sorcerer for like 10 levels. I don't know.
Well, guys, our Jacob died, so
Huh.
from
Ah.
now
He's
on.
getting.
Well, time to move on to Grace. I
Can't
guess.
see me. Hello.
Oh yeah. The boat.
Grace is
boat-
my backup plan, guys. I hope
Grace?
everyone knows this.
Hearing that harmonica freaks me out for some
Good.
reason.
That's
Every
the
time I
point.
hear just
The
this.
scary harmonica.
Well,
What do you mean,
If you play like the
I don't know. She hasn't.
the song, I think it's the song "The Man with Harmonica."
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's actually kind of creepy.
I mean, if
Wait,
Jacob
wait,
dies,
what? Say
Grace
that
is my
again?
backup.
The man, I think it's the Man with Harmonica or something. It's from a movie, I think.
Huh?
Manic harmonica.
Not Manic.
So,
he's like the man with the harmonica.
as you cast a spell,
I don't know. I'll have to play it when
everything
we're
goes
not
quiet.
live.
And you guys watch as the palm just kind of freezes over. And it shatters. From underneath it, you see looming out, from what light you can see and from your dark vision, a huge leg. It's very hairy. another one, another one,
Try
another
to
one,
shoot that
another
shit
one.
immediately.
And it just points out, and it's very quickly, looks over, and you guys see in the reflection with your torches and with whatever light you're getting, a bunch of eyes just kind of reflect upwards, and it just starts to skitter forward. You see this giant spider.
Technically,
supposed to
we're
move
all
straight
in there
towards
already?
you. Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
So move in, guys.
reposition ourselves.
Well, where are the...
This
where
is
are
in the back corner of the room. Is the
where are
giant
the
spider.
webs?
Over here? Or?
Everywhere.
The webs are all along this.
The webs cover the entire room.
Like right here?
I think
Put in the front. So wherever you're gonna go, I'm in front.
then I'll go right here, and then you go here.
Just to let you guys know,
Good.
almost any room covered in webs, ranged attacks against creatures in the areas filled with webbing are made disadvantage. In addition, the creatures found, blah, 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 don't worry about that.
I assume...
It is lightly obscured, which means you can see through it, but it's difficult.
It's a really thick webbing.
Yeah, really thick webbing. You can even, and you guys even know this, you could easily hide in this webbing from 5 feet away from anybody.
Holy
Like
fuck.
you could be 5 feet away and be hiding as long as you were very still. You could hide in the web. So you can attempt stealth checks anywhere as long as you're in the webbing.
I'm assuming it's
Webbing.
difficult terrain.
It is not difficult terrain actually.
Wow, okay.
It's easy to push through. It's just blocking your vision. It's very annoying.
Mentally,
So
it's
you can
difficult to
hide
Yeah.
easily in it, but it's harder to see things?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It lunges out at you, and at the same time, out of the other side of the room and from underneath it, place those guys around the room, are 4 swarms of tiny spiders that skitter
jeez.
throughout the entire room and begin to just swarm the entirety of the room. Everybody, roll initiative.
Alright.
Okay, Logan.
What?
Ah, dang, it was almost a
I put no one
17.
5 feet away from it.
It's also
It
5 feet.
doesn't matter. Don't get
Yeah.
to it.
Realistically, that's probably... Okay. I was about to launch these dice back
Emo.
at Jacob.
20, not natural.
Oh, you would have liked what it rolled for you, Rosalie. What'd you get?
16.
Oh, you could have got a 30.
How did I
Gina?
get a 30? I can't even do that.
Nat 1 making it a 4.
Don't you have a plus
You rolled a
13?
21.
Plus 13?
No, don't you have a plus 13?
No, it's just a plus 9.
Oh, I don't know why it does that. Cyrus?
18?
Vara?
22.
Okay, Vara, you are first.
I got the big one.
Oh, a fun fact, thing I laughed at earlier because I was putting you in. Cyrus has the most hit points.
Oh.
Yeah, so
You and me
congrats,
both.
buddy.
Talking about the spider.
Alright.
No.
Whoever kills it first.
He has 34.
I have 38.
Why do you have 38? Why are you not updated in my thing?
I don't know.
What's everyone's hit points in your thing?
Might want to double check that.
Do I have super low
Cyrus,
hit points?
Vara,
You have more than I
31.
do.
You have way more than I do.
Vara, 31. Hemo, 24.
Yeah.
Cyrus, 34. Rosalie, 27.
Yeah.
Chena, 27.
No, I'm 38 for some
Where
reason.
the hell do you have 38? What
Because
the
he's been
frick?
rolling probably like a
No, I know. It doesn't do average, though.
We're
It's just
We
supposed
all
to roll.
roll.
Yeah. No.
Okay, sorry. Top of the round. Vara. Chena, did you get a 1?
Yeah, I got a
Okay,
natural
got
1.
it. Vara?
I literally said that, actually.
There's a swarm right next to me, and I'm gonna try a new trick because I got more druid cantrips.
Got it.
And I'm gonna kind of pull my hand out and kind of away from the wood because I don't want to catch onto that. And then I'm just gonna kind of like grab the totem and swipe it across. And as I do that, this acidic liquid will kind of go across my hand, and I'm gonna primal savagery. I'm gonna.
Oh, awesome!
slice and
You
attack
literally just
the-
grow acid claws. Just go down to slice. What are you slicing?
the swarm next to me.
Oh, yeah, okay. Slice the swarm.
That would be a 17 to hit,
17 does in fact hit.
and it'll do 10 damage.
10 damage.
10 acid damage.
Very nice.
Give me shit dice, dude.
Do you want some of mine?
As I slice
Sure.
down
I
into
honestly
as
really
many
don't
of them
like
as I can.
dice.
Do you see my bag anywhere? Oh,
Yeah, right.
10 damage. Wow. Yeah, you go down, and as the spiders are crawling over towards you, you just slice down, and you kill a good amount of them. Like over a dozen. Just die and fall onto the ground and just get poisoned and burned. You literally just spray them with insecticide, basically, as you attack them. Perfect. Is that the end of your turn?
And And as a bonus action, I'll reach into my pocket
Okay.
with my other hand, and I will cast Magic Stone on a little set of stones in my pouch.
That's a cantrip, right?
They're both
It's
cantrips.
a bonus action.
Got him. Hemo. Falls over. You're,
See him,
you're
like,
grappling the spider?
Yeah.
T-posing and no
gross.
clipping.
Okay.
Straight
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Strength contest.
Let's hear it.
Strength contest, huh?
Well, you can use your
alright.
dex.
Do you have advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
27.
I have 14.
All right.
You go over and you pin down one of its legs and you grab onto its spidery head.
Yep, and then shield to shove it prone.
Ping! You just hit it. Do you have to make another check?
Yeah, it's another strength contest.
I have a disadvantage because it's grappled, right?
No.
No, just a normal
Grapple
check.
is just movement speed.
Yes.
God damn it.
26.
Emo goes over, grabs one of the spider legs, grabs it on one side, flips the shield over, and then whacks it on the front of the head, and all of the legs just go outwards and fall onto the ground. You're literally holding it down with the shield as it's a spider just trying to stand back up. It's prone.
Your turn.
Hey, Cyrus, it's your turn.
He kind of like steps forward as he double checks to see if it's loaded, clacks it back. Because it is essentially a shotgun, it's still a ranged weapon, and I'm within 5 feet. How do you want to rule this?
If you're within 5 feet, you don't have disadvantage.
Okay. Because it's a shotgun.
Yes.
That's like the
You would
only-
normally have disadvantage
Okay.
on ranged attacks, but because you're within 5 feet,
Is-
you're fine.
It's like in Kraken.
It's fucked up though. So
Does
I
he get
also have
advantage for the prone
yeah.
condition?
For the prone condition?
Yeah.
Is within 5
Well,
feet.
Yes, if as long as your attack is within 5 feet, you have advantage. So yeah, you can easily go down and look down at this thing right in its face and just blast.
So, 16.
16 does hit.
All right, just barely.
Blast him.
And I think because I'm that close, it also needs to do a thing. On 1 second, I gotta look at my equipment, not my actions.
If you're that close, you crit on 18 to 20.
That's right, that's all it is. Okay. Holy shit, this is. I've only rolled bad this whole game. So. 3, 4, 5.
Just 3d6.
That is 8 piercing damage.
Awesome. You go over and you look down at this thing as it's on the ground. You fire, and it's scrambling. So you do hit one of its legs, which just blasts off on the side, and it's just kind of like squirming and moving around, trying to get free. The swarm that is the spider is going to move. It's going to it's going to move 20 feet to the closest person. You. It is going to occupy your space, and they're going to start climbing up your legs and just starting to bite your legs.
Yucky.
And it's a 9, as they are climbing up you, but they aren't biting through your armor. But it's really gross.
Yeah.
It's your turn, Rosalie.
Take gross damage. I'm going to try to
second
stab this thing.
You stab the creatures that are already on you.
Is it? It's all like a bunch of spiders, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm
There's
assuming.
like actually, it's probably more after
Yeah.
the hit, but with the dagger.
Yeah.
You're scraping them off. Yeah, roll
Yeah.
attack.
7 plus 6, 13.
13 does hit.
Cool. 1, 1d4. 5 damage for the first one.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to try to scrape more of them off me.
Alright. Hey, you're going to scrape them all
Over
off.
13. So
13 also hits.
It's over 13 is what I was saying.
Huh.
And then 1 more damage.
You get one more spider.
Okay.
Yeah, you're trying to scrape them off, but they are continuing to climb up you. It is really nasty. The one that is the one that you just attacked, Bara, is going to do the same thing to you, get into your space and start biting you with a crit. How do they manage that?
The rats one
No, the bug one,
goes to and
Vara. But
I was
it,
thinking.
guess
you were Vara.
what? It does less damage because you killed half of them.
Some of them probably like get beneath the bark.
Yeah.
And it does absolutely
A little burn into your skin.
I'm not even kidding. They rolled minimal damage. You take
So did we.
4 piercing damage.
Okay.
Repeatedly.
2 piercing damage as they just move up, and you have your natural armor, but they're still able to bite bits, and they're just like ow as they like bite your leg. So 2 whole damage to you.
Everybody's just getting their bearings.
The one that is like the swarm of rats will go over towards
Probably me.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it is going to also bite you.
15.
13 doesn't bite through your armor, but they are on your legs.
Alright.
The
Are
giant
they-
spider is gonna try to get free if it can. It's grappled though. It's just grappled and prone, so it can still attack.
It can attack, but
Yes.
has disadvantage
It has
on the
disadvantage.
attack.
It's dumb, and it's gonna try that.
Okay.
Who's it attacking, him or me?
It's attacking.
I just blasted its fucking face.
It would care more about the person who's grabbing it. It will. It's literally just gonna like try to slip over and like encompass and grab onto you as well while trying to bite you, but it's
Is it
gonna try.
okay? Is it trying to grapple me? Is it trying to make it grapple upon me?
No, actually. Hang on. It's
Can
gonna
I
try this
spew
first.
webs or
Okay.
something?
Roll that
Probably.
disadvantage, right? Okay.
You have an 11, right?
For
You know,
what?
You have above 11 on your armor class,
Yes.
right? So it actually turns, and its thorax kind of turns upwards, and you watch as a bunch of web just begins to spill out of it, going everywhere. You literally shove it and push it down, and it sticks onto the ceiling as you just narrowly dodge it.
Yucky.
The one in the corner over there is
Dark
gonna,
mantle?
yeah, it's gonna make its way over to
It's got a few.
Rosalie. It's gonna join its brothers.
It's dying, brothers.
Yep. It's gonna encompass your space.
Please stop stepping on me. Gross.
With a natural 1. They're like, get out of the way. They're like trying to get up, but the other ones are already on your legs.
Welcome to the most badass game of terrible roll.
Your turn.
Yeah. I have a bit of a mechanics question. to
Sure,
you.
go for it.
So they're technically in his space, right?
They are technically in their space.
Would
No, they're in my space, right?
that's what I'm,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Could I take the disengage action since he's right next to me?
They won't opportunity attack. But,
The question is, I just want to know
They hop.
can
Yeah.
can I
Couple
take the
jumping
disengage
spiders.
action?
you can always take the disengage action.
Okay.
You
is
can
an
always
action.
disengage.
Okay.
The question is, I think his question is doesn't make
You're wondering
No.
if they're going to make reaction attacks?
No,
against
no.
you?
Actually, I just want to make sure I can take this disengage action.
You can always take it.
Okay. Well, because I can technically
He has an
activate.
ability problem.
It activates your thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
So
Disengage is just an action. You can just do
Yeah.
that.
so what I'm going to do is
You just literally let 'em fire.
I become fire,
Mhm.
and I. Sorry guys, I might hurt you guys a little bit, but I'm gonna sprint through like you guys' space.
Don't sprint through Vara's
God
space.
damn it.
Yeah, I don't realize it, so I just
I've only talked about
You're just walking through
every
everybody?
single
I'm
one.
walking through everywhere.
Okay, you literally walk through everybody's space. What's going on here? Is it just flat damage?
Let me look.
Are you setting fire to the ship?
No.
do-
Okay, good.
Just
No, the ship does not get
Yes,
this.
I can pass.
setting fire to.
Yeah, it's just flat damage.
How much is it?
Equal to proficiency bonus, so 2 damage.
2. Vara, you take 4 as a cheetah begins to burn you. It hurts really bad.
Ow.
Why would
Everybody
you
else.
run through wood as fire?
Nemo, you take 2.
Don't shrug.
Cyrus, you take
know that fire burns
2.
wood.
Those spiders take 2. Rosalie, you take 2. These guys take 2. Literally everybody's taking this damage.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
And that guy takes 2. Except for you. So, yeah, everybody gets a little burned. Hurts, but it's, killing a lot of spiders. It's the end of your turn, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Vara, it's your turn. This is the spider music.
Yeah, it sounds like
It's chaos witch.
in Chamber of Secrets when the spiders are coming down from above. Ugh.
It's also like what is the giant spider in Lord of the Rings? Shelob, when she's moving,
yeah.
it's the da-da-do-do-da-da-do-do-da-da-do-do-da-da.
Shelob
I
is
love that music.
Them being in my space, does that mean that it's hard for me to attack them? Or
No.
Is that just,
No,
that's
it's just a
flavor?
part of how they are. Yeah,
Alright,
it's just
I'll
flavor.
do the primal savagery again.
Oh, we're killing her baby.
You're just gonna
probably.
swipe them, get it.
Good.
She eat him anyway.
Oh my
A
god.
9? You're like, and you swipe, and you're really scared you're gonna hit yourself, and you're like, ugh, and you just miss.
You, like push them away and then just come right back.
Probably the
Magic
fire's
stone?
sticking out a little bit.
No, that takes an attack to throw.
Got it. Okay. Hemo.
Probably afraid of the fire a little bit.
Just keep it down. I got one more shot.
It's only like
It's only,
Death.
literally the one thing that
Took
will
4
kill you
damage.
easier
You're
than anything
fine.
I go.
shit.
What the hell
And you
was that?
scare everyone.
How did you do that?
Y'all take
And
the
I
fire
cast
position.
Dissonant Whispers on the spider.
Awesome. Awesome. Does it make a wisdom save as a spider?
Yes.
As itself.
As itself, it might have a negative.
Do I make a wisdom save as myself or
14.
as a rat?
Ah, it succeeded.
Oh,
Good question.
I'm sorry.
I'll do it as a Tarask.
Yeah, I think I'd like
If I
Are
have
they
the
wise?
choice.
opt for that. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Did you actually do what none of us can do? Damage?
I guess so.
I mean, Cheetah did a lot of damage, just spread out.
Yeah, yeah.
It's 14, so half that is 7.
7 damage. Holy shit,
No,
dude.
I
You
didn't-
hurt this spider's brain really badly.
And then I go,
Think. Equal. Nope.
you got this.
Sure do, Cyrus, because it's your turn.
Oddly and uncomfortably enough, I feel a bit more confident. How does this work?
Beautiful
This
man,
one-
just
You
gave you a
can add it
compliment.
to ability checks. I think saving
Attack
throws.
rolls, damage,
Yeah.
and armor
Okay.
class as a reaction.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right now. So that spider, how does it look?
Again, I swear.
You still will get advantage on attacking this giant spider.
Okay. How does it look?
How does it look? It looks like it's about to die.
Okay. I am going to drop my weapon that has one more attack in it, and I will cast Blade Flourish.
Awesome.
Or Sword Burst.
Oh.
It's the same thing. Essentially, I draw my rapier, and it's like a blur as he acts. He slices everything in the area, so it would be technically you and the rat and the spider. Or the swarm of spiders on him and the spider next to him.
So the giant spider, Hemo, and the swarm.
Dex saves.
And you're just slicing everything inside. That's
Does
a
the
cool way
spider-
to flavor that spell.
Yeah. Does the spider automatically fail?
No, it has disadvantage,
Okay.
I believe, because it's prone.
Yeah, so this
It's okay, he rolled a 5. The swarm gets a 3.
Hemo?
And Hemo?
Oh, I have to make a save?
Yeah.
What am I making?
I can't see what I'm
Dex
doing.
save?
Yeah, Dex save. Beat a 12.
The party's like, we only have AoE!
I'm intentionally not.
I have
I-
AoE or burst.
I beat it by 4. So
Okay.
we're good.
Both of them take 6 damage.
Awesome. That spider is taking a bunch of cuts and hits. It is looking really, really bad. And then you kill a bunch of the other little spiders.
All right, the one's
Cool,
on
cool,
me.
cool. Yep. Which one is the spider? That's the one on Rosalie. They're going to continue biting you. They get a 22 to get you.
Yep, they
Yeah, like
did.
as the spell ends, he
I
just
got
sheaths the rapier again.
Awesome. And Rosalie, as they all get upwards, they start to get up towards your arms, and they get into exposed skin, and you're just like, a few get on your neck, and you just start to try to push them off, but they are biting the shit out of you. Really? Come on, D4s.
Imagine all those little.
Little legs.
You take 11 piercing damage. All right, it's your turn, Rosalie. They're covered in spiders.
Get off of me. I'm going to attack them twice.
Do what the guy does in Full Metal
I
Alchemist.
got 2
and just
sevens.
spin.
I was so
Exactly
sad
what I
when
did.
that guy didn't die. Sorry.
There is some like
the
spiders
spoilers.
going.
Into
Two
your mouth.
13s
I know
again.
which one it is.
2 13s,
Yeah.
both of them hit.
It's spinning top.
Roll 2d4.
Yeah.
Oh,
In like 2 minutes.
He was
Yeah.
in there for like a
He's
second.
there for like a second, but he's so great.
good.
He's just like,
Wait.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Yeah.
when Lynn's bodyguards show up, the old guy, I was like, oh, that guy.
Dude.
Yeah, I love that
Because
guy.
they look so similar.
You
Oh.
literally take your dagger and you're like, and you just start to using your skills of embroidering. You
Oh,
get
yeah.
a lot of them off of you, and only a few are now left on your legs. Maybe about 5 or 6 of
Look at
them.
the base of the sword, there's like a bunch of little spiders.
But the one on you, Vara, those are going to continue trying to bite you with a 16.
Hit me.
They do a grand total of 3 damage, half to 1.
1.
Oops, that was Rosalie. Let's not do more damage to Rosalie.
Please no. I'm looking bad.
You're at 25, right, Vara?
24.
And the ones on you, Cyrus, are going to attack you with a 9. They suck. The giant spider is going to give it one last go and is going to try and go, you know what, maybe the bite will work. And it's going to try to bite you, Hemo.
Maybe the bite will work.
Maybe it'll roll a natural 1 and a 2 and suck dick forever. And the ones that are on you
That's what I
again,
say.
Rosalie.
I whisper in its spider ear. You suck dick. Yeah.
And it's like, no.
I wanted to be a dancer.
Rosalie got another 16. Or just a 16.
Huh?
The other swarm of spiders that are... There's the other swarm
Oh, yeah.
right there. So you cut off a bunch of them and then more just start to skitter towards your legs.
Okay.
Does 16 hit you?
Yeah.
You are so fucking lucky. 4 damage.
Ow.
Oof, owie, ouch.
Gina.
My skin.
Everybody's smoking
10.
and dying.
Yeah.
Rosalie's dying.
Very, very
Getting
slowly.
my ass kicked by 2 swarms of spiders.
It's always the swarm!
This is like the most tedious and painful fight ever. Because we're all like, this doesn't hurt, but fucking die.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, ow!
Her hand just becomes pure fire, and she punches it with a fire fist.
Giant spider?
A giant spider in front of her.
Fire fist the spider.
Fire fisting the spider.
Had advantage.
Yeah, at advantage because you're...
Falcon
I fucked up the
punch.
spell. I haven't.
Oh, nice.
Good
Good job.
Jacob, give me your ruling. Are you cool with me using Healing Spirit? I prepped it, but the spell's kind of stupid.
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
He rolled 2 13s with his advantage.
2 13s?
2 13s, which makes it 18.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage. There's a fix for it, and I forget what it is. But I let Marshall use it in Sunder, so I'll let you take it.
Okay. Just because it's kind of stupidly
10?
powerful.
Just hit it with a nice 10 fire damage.
Yeah, you punch it right in the side, and you literally like pop off the side of its back, and a bunch of its legs just kind of splatter everywhere. A bunch of its guts go all over the place as it just burns at the same time. Smells awful, and it just lies down and dies.
It just lies down and
It
dies.
lies down and dies.
You too.
It actually, as you kind of punch it off to the side and you begin to burn it as well, it kind of just kind of burns up the side of it. You kind of move off of it as it's only its body and head are remaining, and it skitters around for a moment. It turns upside down, and the legs just kind of curl into one another.
I hate these things.
Vara.
And again, you still have some on you.
No, I know.
I mean,
Clasps
I'll
his
keep
sword again.
doing Primal Savagery.
Primal
I don't
Savagery.
hit my party with anything.
I already did that enough.
So much salt in the air.
Yeah.
11.
11 does not hit,
Alright.
unfortunately.
Alright.
Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
It's like
Hemo.
13.
I'll just
Your friends are struggling to fight a bunch of spiders crawling all over them.
Get this
You
shit
can't
off
really-
me.
Grapple a swarm.
No.
Go.
He just
Swarms are immune to the grapple condition.
starts holding them. You're grappled.
And then throws it to the ground. You're prone now.
Thank you. Ooh,
11.
thank you.
11. Oh, you heal Rosalie?
Yeah.
Start feeling a lot better, Rosalie.
I do feel a
And
lot
then I go.
better. Toot toot.
You got this. You can get back in the fight. Kill them all.
I didn't leave the fight.
I know. But you were hurt.
I was pretty hurt.
Cyrus?
Got very strange motivations.
He's gonna cast Frostbite on the swarm on him. So he just like crosses his arm and then like frost encompasses all the spiders on his body.
Okay.
Beat a 12.
Er.
Con save.
Has a 3.
Well, that doesn't do very well.
Okay, you may roll damage on these
I'm
guys.
gonna use my incredible inspiration to beat the shit out of them.
There you go.
I'm like, power!
Do you make
And
that
do
noise?
minimum damage, right? Yeah, 4.
Be sure to give that back to Tim. He's losing
You
them.
freeze 4 spiders, and they fall off. Rosalie, the ones on you are going to bite you again.
Alright. I'm doing much better.
Damn it, 21. Although more
They're
than
not.
half are missing, so they do less damage.
Alright, maybe not 12 this time.
2 damage.
Okay.
That's
That's much better than...
yeah.
Oh, I
It's your
only said
turn,
22. Please get off of me, thank you. With a 19 and a
I can set
Oh,
Vara
that
on
was an
fire
8.
again. Maybe that'll make you wake up.
14.
That face.
Yeah, I know that face is gonna
What was
kill
the
me.
second
19 and 14.
Bone.
What the fuck am I doing?
2,
Blade Flourish does less than my rapier itself.
8.
Are you serious? Isn't it AoE though?
I'm naming it wrong, but yeah, it is. It can hit like everyone around me.
That's
That's
why.
It's super good, yeah.
What now?
using the wrong shit.
13 damage.
You successfully go over and you locate all of the spiders on you. There's 5 of them, and you take out your daggers and you're just and you have like spider kebabs. And you just flick them off, and they're all gone, except for the other ones beginning to now climb up your legs.
Wait, which ones did I kill?
The spider one.
Okay.
Can you,
They're all gone.
I can't read.
One that is the fire beetle.
Spider one.
The fire beetle?
The fire beetle one, the one on Vara, is going to try to bite you again with a grand total of a 9.
That's my sort of execution.
The one on you, they, oh my god, get a 21.
And that's a miss.
You take half though.
It's a war of attrition.
4 damage.
They do more damage to me than we suck.
And the last one on Rosalie, with a natural 1. They suck. They're like, maybe we don't want to go up there. They're like thinking about it. Sheena.
All I can do is punch, and they're all on you.
Punch the spiders!
I'm sorry about this. I try to punch the spiders off of.
Go for it.
We're gonna need to talk later about doing harm to the team.
I'm trying not to. 13.
Hey, you hit. And you don't hurt Cyrus.
I just somehow like.
There's like a range.
I imagine you kind of you flatten out your palms and you do the deadly swipes of
Yeah.
He's like trying to beat him
It's like a
off or
cat.
kill him with his sword, and he's just like, all right, get him.
Yeah, pretty much. 3 damage.
3 damage. You kill 3 of them.
How many are there on him?
How many are there? You want to count?
It
Yes.
takes an action.
I don't want to take the entire thing.
There's 7 more.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Vara, unless you're doing
I'm gonna Fury
Flurry?
Blows just to get rid of these
Kill him.
assholes. Oh my god. A 10,
nope.
and then the other one just does not hit at all, and I completely fail it with a nat 1.
A nat 1.
We're
Yeah.
so bad.
Roll a d4.
You punch Cyrus
This
in the
is so
face.
sad.
D4 plus my
just
thing?
D4.
Just D4?
I got rid of my shitty character.
Oh, you're lucky, you got 1.
And we're all trash.
Cyrus. She's going over like whack, 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 and then just pats you in the face.
It's like, spider, spider, spider.
Vara, it's your turn.
Oh,
Savages.
man. No.
12?
Yes.
Oh, God.
4 damage.
Swarms,
Which one is
I
on
swear.
you? The fire,
Fire
beetle.
beetle.
Fire beetle.
Yeah, you kill 4 more. There looks to be 6 left. Hemo, it's your turn.
Why do these
Emo
pieces of
help.
shit
It's like the
help?
4th round.
Wait,
No.
I have
just killing
spiders
him?
all
Oh,
over
okay,
me.
I wasn't sure. I have 2 questions. One, attack rolls are not considered skill checks, right? Okay, just making sure. And then the other is, for the sake of casting Dissonant Whispers on the spiders, it says you whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice can hear. Are the swarm of spiders considered one creature that only kill one spider?
They are not a hive mind. They will kill 1 spider.
Well,
Sorry, man.
Man, no from Barnes even.
No, it's
They have a
Fucking
very
particular.
special, unique trait where if anything specifies it targets 1 creature. Well, okay.
I mean, if that's actually in their traits, then
Yeah. Like they can't be grappled, right?
Yeah, swarms are weird. So specifically for Disney Whispers, let's say no, it won't work.
Wow.
Swarms
are a counter for
fuck
Hemo.
you in
So
particular.
it really is
Whispers.
Nerfing Bards though, because all their like spells that are specific to them
Yeah.
are the say one creature.
I know, it sucks.
All right.
I don't know why this module loves to use swarms. I never use swarms. Because they're so hard to manage.
We
But
just started this module, you fucker.
I'm talking about all the modules. Sorry.
If all these swarms are on
Whole
People, yeah.
people, okay. If I use the shove action
We'll shove them off.
to push them off of the people, can I do that?
Sure.
That's so hard to visualize.
I'm essentially gonna knock them in order to push the spiders
The
off.
spiders just go, ah.
Okay, what do you got to roll?
All right, so it's a bonus action for me to shove with the shield, so
Okay.
I'm doing that, and then I'm gonna
Wait.
attack. I'm gonna attack with the longsword if I knock them off.
That's totally fine.
Sword.
Just
Yeah.
attack.
Die, you spider.
So, what's the shove action? Was it strength?
It's a strength
contest?
contest. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Sorry, Rosalie.
Not one.
Tis a flesh
22?
wound.
Yeah, I got a -3. you go over and basically what you do is you don't really shove them. You take your shield and you scrape them off.
You shove us.
Oh, okay.
Who do you scrape them off of? Who?
Probably Rosalie.
Rosalie. You just scrape them off. They just scatter onto the ground and then you just go and attack them.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Roll attack.
17.
Got him.
All right.
Yeah.
Which mini are you attacking?
The
Which
kraken.
one?
The
The Dark Mantle. Got it.
Yeah.
the kraken.
Kraken.
10 damage.
Awesome.
Baby kraken.
Baby kraken.
You completely destroy that one. It's gone.
Maybe Kraken.
All right.
Cyrus,
I'm gonna pull out my rapier
Okay.
and try to skewer every one of them on me.
do
I
it.
hate that
That's
song.
about 20.
Yep.
22.
They're all gone.
Do it and roll damage.
My sister and dad were singing that song while
10
we were
fucking
doing
damage.
garage work yesterday. But just
You have
whatever,
like 6
whatever
of
we were
them
doing
on a
at the time.
son of a kebab,
And I just launch them into the wall.
they just spatter up against the wall, completely gone.
I don't sheath it, I keep it out.
Rosalie, the last of the spiders are crawling all over Vara. She's just trying to acid them,
Double dagger.
So try to set it on fire. Wait, hold on.
No.
and you can sneak attack these spiders because there's an ally within 5 feet.
Oh, so
Wait, what?
Oh, they won't
makes
see
sense.
me coming.
I got a 16 and a 9. I assume the 16,
The 16 hits, but you get your sneak.
They're
And I
preoccupied.
get my sneak.
You stealth attack the spiders.
Well, I can hide in here because it's considered dim light, right? I have the skull
Could,
feet.
but
I'm just
No, I'm
imagining.
not. I'm not attacking.
I imagine
I'm
each
just
of the
saying.
spiders like, holy shit, where did she come from?
5,
A bug's life ends.
10, 12 damage.
You kill all the bugs, and you successfully remove them all from Vara, and they are dead.
It's such a fucking cool title for the new Bug's Life movie. A Bug's Life ends here.
Just a horror movie of
Poor
Bugs
Flick.
Life.
Finish. Vara, you just dust yourself off as you all look
No.
around. You've had spiders all over you. Very, very nasty.
Well, that fucking sucked.
See, this is why I
Is
hate
there
the
anything
Underdark.
in here?
There is still piles of debris everywhere.
Can we search
Um,
for
Unclaxes
the
two,
chest?
pulls out the empty one, shatters on the ground, he puts a new one in.
Sounds good.
Can we search for the chest?
Make an investigation check.
As a
I will
group?
help with that.
Go for it.
Oh, wait, are we doing group or just?
I'd say
Are we doing group or?
I'm
are
not.
we
Oh,
all-
I was asking you. Do you?
Do you all want to investigate this place?
Sure.
Let's do a group check. Whoopee.
Ooh. I rolled poorly. I hope you guys roll
Alright.
better.
I roll better.
Do you get a 1?
2?
Sorry,
16.
7.
Oh,
8.
we failed. 17.
8. I'm sorry. Wait. You
We
There are
failed.
only 2 over 15.
Yeah.
okay?
No, my passive is a 9.
You
There's
don't
no
get
just
your
don't
passive
have to.
intelligence.
Okay, so Chena and Hemo, you guys start looking around the place. These two are like, ew, they're like moving through spiders, can't find shit. And as you look around, you make your way over to the. You go over to like the shrine and you look up and down and you kind of see through the mud. You kind of burn it away and move to the side. There's about a few bags, and in the bags what look to be rubies.
Well, we got some extra pay, but
I'm like taking the skulls off of the.
got some extra pay.
You look down and you see a bunch of rubies.
Alright.
Hemo, you're rummaging through beyond the spider, kind of looking through anything, and you go through and you find one thing. Waterlogged journal. Open it. Well, there's one piece of paper that's really survived. It's really, really old, and it looks like maybe a captain's log. Here you are, sir.
Good luck doing that.
Day 69.
Ooh.
Wait. Yep, day 69. Am I reading this aloud for everyone?
If you want to.
Appreciate it.
You.
All right. I'd rather Jacob read it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
Yeah. You'll do a voice,
Okay.
or you don't have to.
Day 69. We are not alone. Several men have reported some. There are parts of it that are left
Okay.
being watched. I myself have felt it. But who wouldn't on an island as quiet and strange as this? I truly thought nothing of it until. This is the wrong side, Chemo says.
Oh.
The fiercest. It seems to be the end of a sentence. I have ever experienced. 2 were swept overboard before we even had time to react. To my shame, I did not know. Day 46. Emerging from the storm. The Emperor seems intact, but I fear we are far off course. The harvester is nowhere to be seen. I pray to the gods she was not lost to the depths. Fear otherwise. That even one vessel survived blank, blank, blank is a true miracle.
Quite a bit of superstition.
Day 54. Nothing. And again, anyone can barely read it. Day 65. Drinking water low, food even lower. Word of there are of mutiny, but longer. Day 66. Land. Small island has appeared on the. Many of the crew are act of the gods, and I will not argue it with them. No sign of civilization, which is disappointing. But at this point, a running stream and a boar or 2 will do more for their spirits than any matter of companion. I have a very good feeling about this. Day 67. Dropped anchor. I warned the crew to be vigilant, but hunger outweighs fear. One man leapt overboard and swam for it without waiting for the rowboat. At least they are smiling. We will stay for I think. Repairs need to be made, food and water to be gathered. Dralian will be the delays, no better a delay than a mutiny. Day 69. We are not alone. Several men have reported the feeling of being watched. I myself have felt it, but who wouldn't on an island as quiet and as strange as this? I truly thought nothing of it until early this morning. I awoke to the sound of shouting. Coming out of my tent, I found several of the crew proclaiming that they had seen us from a nearby ridge. Humanoid, they said, but when I did nothing. Perhaps. Day 75. No idea. Means to. It means they, this morning, gave us no warning. They are jungle, orcs, worse. Horror beyond my imagination. How could so large? They join in the attack. I have lost many men. We fought them off, but the experienced among us knew the enemy retreated far. This, a test of our strength. They will come again. They scream Tharzax as they come. I fear it will be the last thing I hear.
Does anyone know what that means? Tharzak?
What language is Tharzak in?
Don't know. It just says Tharzax. It doesn't mean anything in any other language.
The ship survived the storm, but lost.
Maybe Tharzak is a name.
Have I heard that name before?
Well, my immediate estimation would be to calculate where the ship seemed to have been coming from, but given the chance that it's been arcanely resurfaced, it could be facing any damn direction.
I don't think it's arcanely resurfaced.
You want to go track those orcs?
I mean, we'd have to find an island, first off.
Well, I'm saying if you don't think it's been magically changed, we go that way.
Kind
Still
of.
more shit.
First, we need to find the lockbox.
Mm-hmm.
Once we find the lockbox, our job is
I
done.
assume we're not splitting up.
From
No.
what the thing said, they made it through the storm. They did not sink in the storm.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that it was crushed in the storm.
Not according to that journal. I just knew it was lost, and it's saying
was-
that they
I'll
can.
look around.
It's just assumed that they sunk.
No islands or anything visible.
Outside?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's
How
not
could
my
insects
decision,
grow
but
so large?
we
I think
going
that's
below.
what that says.
What are we doing?
We're going below.
I think it says insects.
All right, I'll step first. You seem to have taken
Just
quite
as
a beating.
insects, and that makes sense with what we just saw.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
I'll take the first step.
Sure.
I go below deck.
You're going down those stairs?
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to heal up?
I'm a
I'm
little
fine.
hurt, but I think I'll be okay.
I'll be all right.
Farah?
I'm fine.
As you guys begin to walk over and head
I'm
below
gonna try
deck,
to stealth.
Hemo, you're the only one that notices as you're walking by.
Do you have
Look
the
on
lowest?
the what?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he has the lowest.
I know he does, but
Oh.
he's the one that notices.
I'm taking the bags of rubies and stuff.
Sounds good. You're the only one that notices looking up on the altar. There's just a spider on top of it, and it literally looks like as if it watches you.
A large one?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. And it looks like it's following you. So you walk by it.
I'm gonna shoot at it.
With what?
My hand crossbow.
Do you want me to
You
put
fire-
those in my
Roll
bag
tag.
of holding?
That could work, yeah.
I mean, no. You fire. You hit it, and the crossbow actually hits it, skewers it, and then bounces it off as it falls into the debris.
The hell was that for?
Hey, Jacob, I assume the page is dried up like this too.
It's actually wet, but for the they couldn't ship me a wet piece of paper.
Right.
So
So, have we copied down the important info from this?
Why'd you launch
I
an
have
arrow?
idea, but I don't want to ruin it by accident.
What's the idea?
We might be able to pull the water out.
Wouldn't it pull the ink out with it?
It might, but it also might get rid of some of the splotches and make it possible to read.
I've learned a bit of magic this way or that. Might be able to restore its previous condition, but right now is not the time. You're launching arrows
You
at
continue
nothing.
to look at it
We're
before
going below
you.
deck.
I'm shooting spiders.
There's more of them.
That was one of them.
They're not bothering us. Ain't no reason to shoot at them. Waste of arrows. I go down.
Each one you take out is a lesser to their swarms.
Fair assessment. And I'm definitely not one to judge a captain.
judging from the stove along whoops. Yep, okay. Judging from the stove along one wall of this room, this was once the galley. Now the area is cluttered with bones and debris. Badly damaged metal knives and other cookware hanging from the hooks in the ceiling. While the choking stench of rotting flesh fills the air, a stairway leads up near the stern, which you come down. Tiny spiders crawl over everything.
I pull out a little bottle of liquor, pop it open, pour out some.
Okay.
In the honor of the starved.
You look over and you see there is a small trapdoor that goes down even further.
It's up to you, Captain. I'm here to serve and get paid.
It's also a door.
Wait, did we already go that far to see the trapdoor?
You can just see it. It's plain enough to see.
I think it's right under me.
Yeah, I think he's
Oh,
talking
that
about
one.
this.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to go down further?
Yeah, what did we say? It was in the captain's quarters?
It's supposed to be in the captain's quarters.
That wasn't where we
But
were.
who knows if it is in Divins by now.
Might not even
No.
be
It
here.
might not even be on the ship anymore.
It's true.
Can I, hold myself at the ledge and then just look down into that room?
Mm-hmm. Make a perception check.
Nice. Natural one.
Natural 1.
Mm-hmm.
There are no dice today.
You
Ice gods are cruel.
open the trapdoor and you kind of upside down look down.
Mm-hmm.
Your hair kind of follows down as well, and you look over. You see what looks like the cargo hold. This deck runs the length of the ship and features no bulkheads or walls. Dark, murky seawater fills it to the depth of 3 feet, sloshing against old, moldering crates piled against the ship's porthole.
See anything?
Just a cargo hold. I don't think.
There's nothing in it.
Oh, there's some containers.
Anything you want to haul off?
No, I just want the lockbox.
Alright. No point in wasting time then. The captain's quarters, unless he was insane, would definitely not be down there.
Can any of you see magic?
Yes.
No.
No. Do
Okay.
you think?
I'll wait.
Oh,
It's,
I know what you're
it's
talking
meant
about.
to be magically sealed, right? Just-
I don't know nothing like
Very
that.
I'll cast. Oh wait.
I don't know how long it lasts, but
Yeah,
if
I'll
you were
cast
to scan
detect
things,
magic.
Make a perception check.
It's a 30-foot radius.
Got it.
11.
Cast it. And you look around. 5 blips in the room.
The room that we're currently in?
The one that you're looking into.
Oh, okay.
As you kind of look down, you look around. All of them underneath the water. One of them is very small.
I think it tells you the
The other,
school.
yeah, I know they do. The other 4 are also beneath the water. They look much larger. The one that's a bit smaller is a bit deeper in, and it looks like that of abjuration. The other 4 are necromancy, and they seem to be moving.
If I look up above, can I see anything?
What do you mean?
so if you look, he looks along the.
Oh, along the wall? Nothing along the ceiling.
No, I mean like if I look up,
I don't think you can see through walls.
the spell can penetrate most barriers.
Shit.
I'm blocked by 3 feet of wood.
Okay,
Most are 2x4. It's not a foot, that's an inch.
Unless they lined their ship with lead.
Or tinfoil.
Yeah.
Or stone.
Is it stone?
Yes, you
Foot of stone.
Oh. Some of them are like
Yeah,
a thin sheet of.
Yeah, I think it is.
A foot of stone, an inch of common metal.
yeah,
Then should be fine.
actually, beyond the door that you guys are currently in, as you look up, literally in the room right there, there's a lot of magic radiating from there. None of it really seems to have a genuine, school, because there's so much, and I don't want to say all of it, but there's a lot of different things in there, and one of them is actually moving, another one is actually moving a lot. A few of them are very stagnant, but it's just kind of like radiating from that room.
Okay.
Rosalie's clothes glow.
Oh, okay.
What do your elven eyes see?
So, seems like we got a lot of bogeys in the room next door. And
In
then,
this room?
yes, in this room. At least there's things that are moving around that are magical. I don't think they're going to be friends.
Doesn't seem like the kind
no,
of place
that's
to
not-
ask questions.
Down below, there are 4 necromancy creatures moving in the water, and 1 abjuration item.
I can see
I
if I
don't
can
know
pull
what
it
that means,
out.
but
You try.
You wouldn't mind? I'm gonna swap his situation and go down into the water. Whereabout do you see it?
How long does your
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah, less forever. So he's gonna kind of fish around with Mage Hand, see if he can't grab that abjuration item.
Well, you can't see it, and
Yeah,
it's dark
I'm
I'm
down.
gonna try and point it out to him.
Okay,
You still
both
gonna
of
need
you make
light.
intelligence checks
Okay.
to try to teamwork.
10.
Okay.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
14.
Okay. You sift around through the water. You're like, no, left, no, right, no, left, no, right. But, yep, a little bit further, a little bit further.
You could probably
Yep.
see the effect of my spell too.
Yeah, a little bit down, and you kind of go down, grab. That's a piece of wood. It's like playing the
Yeah.
claw machine, and it's like, God damn it,
Wow.
a little bit over, and it spends a few minutes as you're going through, and you finally, he's like, oh, and you move it, you grabbed it, it spills out of the water, you bring it over towards you.
I'm gonna palm it if I can.
Yeah, it is. It's a box. It's a crate, and it is marked with a stylized letter A.
Alright, our best course of action would not be to open this shit till we have someone who knows the hell they cast on it.
As soon as you kind of come up and you look over,
Hmm.
there's something in the room with you that is glowing in magic. It forms the shape of a spider. As soon as you you look over at it, skitters back into the room that you had previously saw, the one beyond it.
It skitters into this room.
It was in yours, and then it literally goes through the
How
wall.
big was the spider?
Like really big. Like yeah, horse size.
Look, we got the box. We should go now. There are ghost spiders on the ship, and I don't fuck with that. So let's go.
All right. You sure this is the box?
Yeah, it's marked with an A. It looks fancy.
An additional question.
Let's walk and talk. Walk and talk.
Bam!
God
The door
dang.
flies open, and there is a person standing there with his boot up in the air. Puts the foot down. You see a person, half-orc, standing before you.
Speak.
You came on my ship. You came here, taking that box.
Explain yourself. Don't make jokes.
It's good to meet you. My name's Krell.
Does this guy look like he's alive?
Huh?
I'm the
Really,
leader
you
of this
got
place.
less than a minute to explain yourself.
I think you need to explain yourself. Otherwise, me and my friends,
And you guys see spiders begin to move about the room.
we're gonna have some words. All right? Okay? Now, I reckon you didn't come here just to, come for that box, did you?
Maybe we did.
Why else would we be here for?
What other motives brought you here to my ship? Huh?
The what?
What other motives brought you here to my ship?
Just the box.
Yeah.
Just the box. Like all the others, then.
Pull out the gun again.
Weren't you a part of
Then
this
Loth has brought you straight to me.
You have about
Fuck
12
Lowell.
seconds. 5.
Oh, got a little dark
Four.
elf here. I
Three.
suppose you're one of her children.
2.
Fire that gun.
To give you 12 seconds, I
It's gonna
started
be a
at
big
5.
mess, and I don't think you want to do that.
How many spiders are there?
Huh?
How many spiders are
A
there?
lot.
A lot moving
Like,
about the door.
The big ones?
Just give me 1 second.
I'll
I
give you
find
a
this a
couple
little bit
more.
interesting. What are you, like her chosen or something?
No.
Oh, that's what I always heard.
Where is this guy in relation to us?
He's in the door.
Probably standing.
And he says,
She is my queen. I live for her. She has brought me everything. She will bring me to land one day. And I reckon you came here on a ship. She's delivered me to you. Now I'll find my way home. Oh, this is sweet.
She'll be my slave one day.
That is funny. Now, if you'll excuse me, why don't you fire that gun already?
Boom.
you fire off the gun, and as soon as you do, go and roll your attack.
No.
Misfire.
Dude,
That one.
you immediately, he's, oh, so sorry. And he pulls out his sword and he holds up a flame in his hand, and he immediately, as he begins to dive towards you in order to attack, but his attack is stopped as the ship suddenly moves, as if it hits something. And he kind of stumbles back.
Piece of fucking shit.
What did you do?
Nothing?
We just start.
Get above deck now.
One of the walls spills open, and you watch as some of the ocean begins to spill in as well. And outside of the wall, you see a tentacle move inside the wall. Another one.
That damn thing is back!
You want to follow us,
The
you
other
creepy
wall
motherfucker?
spills open
No, I'm
with
not
water
attacking.
moving in at the same time. Everybody, roll initiative.
Come on,
There's a
please
fucking
roll well.
Kraken? Oh, it's totally Jack.
My
Yeah,
fucking
right there.
Thank the gods.
Well, that's not.
playing a game. We're having fun. There's no reason to be stressed.
It's okay, buddy. You're
Yeah,
fine.
You're right.
No,
It was really perfect that your gun jammed right at that moment. You're just like, fire! I knew the whole time! Okay.
Shit. Oh,
Our crew's probably
I
freaking
know,
the
right?
fuck out. Oh no. They're like, what? What'd you say, 500 feet away?
No, we move closer.
We move closer?
Yeah.
Alright.
When we get to the ship.
There's a kraken in the water.
So this one will be on.
I feel like
No,
there's
I'm-
a lot of ones on my D20.
Totally.
Vara,
Hell, I was gonna be sure it sunk it anyway.
Hemo,
7.
Cyrus.
5.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Rosalie,
27.
But 2.
Sheena,
9.
9.
This is a shit game. This is just a shitty game.
I'm a
and one more thing.
I'm having fun.
I gotta
The
get
rogue
some
always
Fuck,
lives.
baby.
Until she doesn't.
Top of the round, Rosalie, you are first. What are you doing?
Well, first-
the door behind him looks like a massive room that has maybe people hanging from the the grate on the top. There are literally like let me get an image
don't.
for you.
You
No,
don't.
you get to see.
No.
Your character
No.
see it. You get to see it.
No.
Oh boy,
Like,
you actually have an
already
image,
been bad
like a
enough.
physical image for this?
Does that happen in... I think it happens in Daredevil. I'm not sure. He puts... I think Punisher puts him on like a meat hook, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I know
Does
it
he?
happens in Predator and Until Dawn.
Is it...
Colton.
Does it happen in
I'm
Daredevil?
assuming that they're wrapped in
Something
Spider-Man
I've
in this
seen.
one.
Some guy
Yeah, they
puts...
are.
It definitely sounds like the Punisher.
Yeah.
Until Dawn definitely happens.
Yes, it
Maybe
is
I
definitely
watched-
an Until Dawn.
I might have watched you
The frick is it?
when you played it. I don't know.
There it
That's
is.
gross. Ugh. Ooh, and then
Oh, that's not that bad.
Is that him?
What does he
Yeah,
have
that's
on
him.
his shoulder?
Oh, it looks like a flying snake. Does he have
This is
that?
familiar
You didn't describe that before.
Yeah.
because he's invisible. So fuck you.
Okay. Fuck you too, bitch. What you? Just asking.
Is he also...
Is he what?
I think you described it. Does he also have that orb of fire?
Yeah.
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 Orb of fire. He's got a staff with him as well. So you guys begin to leave. Rosalie, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm gonna run up the stairs.
You run up the stairs. Make a athletics check to climb up the stairs. The ship is rocking back and forth, and you have to kind of like stumble to try to get up
Say
there.
athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics. Or I'll let you do acrobatics.
Natural 20.
You immediately turn and with very light feet just kind of make your way up the
I'll
stairs.
put my cap of water breathing on my head.
Okay. Go ahead and I'll zoom the map out a little bit. Go ahead and put yourself where you are, you guys as well. And put the dude.
Going upstairs is difficult terrain, right?
Yes.
So
I'm gonna ask him a question as a free action.
I'm gonna ask you a question as a free action.
Okay. What's your question?
Fuck you.
So how
That's
far
not
can
a
you go?
question.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Jacob is putting my cap on, but not activating it in action, or just a bonus action. Or
What does it say?
I don't
Can you
know.
put-
I think
make that
activating it is
him?
an action, but I'm not putting it. I'm just putting it on.
That's really fitting for him.
You speak it.
Okay. All right.
It says that it's an action to activate it. I'm not activating. I'm just putting it on my head.
So you put it on your head.
That's just interacting with an object.
Yes.
All right. Then I'll dash.
All right.
5,
No, 10,
Why is that?
10,
right here, 10.
10, 20,
Oh, difficult terrain.
25, 30,
I'll do
35.
You can go.
Stop moving the
35.
table. 35, 40,
And also move
45, 50.
What do I see?
You look out and you see a bunch of tentacles wrapping over the side of the ship.
Stay right there.
You look over, and are you going to look at your ship?
Yeah.
Okay. You look over and you see your ship. It's a good distance away, not being attacked by giant tentacles. And as you kind of look over, you see one of the tentacles goes down. It's coming down to thrash at you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
I didn't go out though.
Are you? What do you mean? You're just going out the door?
She went to the door,
You just
opened
went
it,
to the
and
door,
showed them.
Opened it and looked out.
Oh, then never mind.
I can go out there.
Nope.
Okay.
I thought you did that.
Okay. Who's up?
Shut up, Logan.
Okay.
Vara's turn. What are you doing?
You coming with us, you creepy motherfucker?
He says,
I'll never let you escape. I forgot his accent. I'll never let you escape!
It's a weird statement. I think we're gonna do just that. Goodbye.
oh, here's a cool image for you guys of what's going on.
I don't like it.
Oh, those look very grabbable.
Yeah. Suction-y. Right into your face, just...
No, I think he means
6 seconds,
He
Var. What are you
thinks it's
doing?
very grabbable.
Rosalie just dashed up the stairs.
I know that I'm wild shaped. I just don't know what into yet because
Okay.
you get 50,000 choices. How big are the holes? The
Pretty big. Water's coming in.
just go.
I'm going to. I want to be small so he doesn't see me.
I turn into a guppy and I swim away.
Basically what I'm considering. Okay, I'm gonna jump into
One of those little
one of
feeder
the holes,
fish.
and then as I'm jumping in, I'm going to wild shape into a reef shark, and I'm going to try to like swim.
Mara jumps off the ship, turns into a reef shark, and you dive into the water and begin to swim.
My goal is to swim towards our ship.
All right, you start moving towards your ship, and you start moving along.
I go 80 feet.
As you are doing so, you can see tentacles just moving past you. Can you make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Yes, I can.
Kraken.
Or giant squid. I don't know.
To me, it's the same thing.
Come on.
What'd you get?
Yeah, no, there's no rolling well tonight.
4.
One of them just bats you. It kind of turns you to the side, but you keep going as you take 5 damage.
Okay, not 60.
Yeah, just not dead.
Out of nowhere, a giant spider appears. We're gonna say right on Mr. Shotgun Man.
Okay.
Put the scorpion right next to
I
you.
genuinely think,
No,
besides
no, no, no,
rolling the
no,
natural 20...
No,
on
not
my
not
initiative,
on
I
you,
haven't
on
rolled
you, next
above
to
a
you.
10 this entire
Sorry.
Over here.
Yeah, I said I know I said on you. Yep.
Yeah.
It appears. It's this giant phase spider.
What happens?
As it goes down and it just goes to sink its teeth in on you.
Do you want the dice roll?
Says you're not going anywhere.
It says that?
No, he says that. The phase spider appears. He goes, howdy doody. Gets a 10. You just jump out of the way. It's his turn.
Prove.
And
I keep doing it.
he says,
John
"Oh
the
no,
lady."
you're going down with me." And he points his staff down over, and you watch as the ship itself grows vines and roots. You've seen a similar spell that Vara has cast before as it begins to move out the entire area. Everybody in that area needs to make a strength saving throw.
So everybody but me?
Yeah.
Everybody except for Rosalie.
Oh, and you.
And the
Yeah,
spider.
you should take your mini off the board.
The spider's restrained.
Saving throws are not considered skill checks, right?
No, they're saving throws.
I'm like, over here.
Yeah.
Logan? Logan?
I haven't rolled above a 2 in the last 5 rolls.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you at all.
Dude, I'm so
5.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Jesus. Fuck.
5? Okay.
This is a fun character.
Not 20.
Oh my god.
But he's out of the ship.
Oh yeah.
I'm
8.
swimming.
8.
I'm swimming.
So the phase spider,
I'm like, zoom, zoom.
yep, the phase spider, Hemo and Cyrus you guys are restrained as the vines grapple around you. And he just begins to laugh.
Let's kill this son of a bitch.
I think the tentacles are going to do that for us.
Sheena, it's your turn. Man, this is so
Titanic
accurate
it.
to a party. The fighter and the bard are like, oh shit, and the rogue's like, yeet, and just leaves.
Well, I mean, the monk is
die.
doing the same thing.
Alright, Sheena, what are you doing?
I-
You're just running?
Yeah.
Alright, it's difficult terrain because of the entangle.
Oh, so it's all.
It's all difficult terrain. I believe.
I believe that is how difficult to
Yeah.
or how Entangle works.
Just tricks.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain.
Are there flares in D&D?
10, 20, 30.
There's Skyrim.
Yeah. I don't have spells though.
Do you want me to move it?
I'm gonna pass through your space and kind of poke my head out for a second. I'm like, I'll distract it. So,
Okay.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Go ahead and
Thanks.
distract the giant squid or kraken or whatever this is.
What's your speed?
40.
40? 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, just making sure. Yeah, you get out there, and then one of the tentacles comes down. Make that deck save. Slams up into the ship.
11.
11. You just narrowly dodge out of the way as it, BAM! Hits the side of the ship, and splinters of wood just go everywhere right in front of you. Emo, you were restrained. What are you doing?
Yeah. It's the vines that are restraining me,
The vines are restraining you.
and that spider's within 5 feet of me.
You sure is.
I can still make it.
You have attack rolls, but they have disadvantage. You can also try to get yourself free.
How do I get myself free?
Full action.
Yeah, you have to spend your action, but if you make a successful strength saving throw against the save again, you can break out.
Yeah. Apparently in 3.5 there was a spell called Flare. There's not a flare spell anymore though.
Yeah, I guess I'll just make the strength saving throw.
Okay, make a strength saving throw.
Oh my gosh. 22.
You're sitting there, and you're like, he's like, let's kill this son of a bitch. You look around, you're just like, and you're like Captain America, but he's holding on to the helicopter and the thing, and you're just like, ah! And you break out of the vines. They just shatter everywhere as you get free, and the spider's still, like, stuck in the vines, so are you as well. You still have a movement.
And a bonus action, right?
I believe so. Let me check.
I need you with me on this.
Toot.
Yep, it's just an action.
I'll use. Okay.
You can use it on saving throws.
Thank you.
All right, Cyrus, what are you doing?
Getting out.
I just eyeball him as I pull out a tiny little hook tool, unclack, like force it open, pull out the broken shit and debris, clack it shut, and use action surge, blow his ass out.
Oh, fuck! So you
just staring at him, I'm like,
you're like struggling against vines. He's like kind of confused as to what you're doing. Then BAM! You blow him. Roll attack.
all right.
You blow him. Shut up.
None of your dice work. Yeah, I blow his dick off.
None of mine work?
Properly sized.
What?
All right. So I'm going to use
Here, this guy's lucky.
No, he ain't.
Yes.
I have good dice if you want to use them.
none of the dice are good.
I can
now.
get the watermelon
Please
dice out.
Be careful where you roll it. And
Yeah,
don't hit the table.
I'm going to use disarming
mind,
shot
don't have
those.
to remove his spell focus.
Okay, sure. Just
Blow his staff out of his hand.
to shit in your sandwich right now. You do a disadvantage because you're restrained.
Okay.
And God shits in my breakfast once
This
again.
is so uncomfortable.
Oh no!
Oh,
Well, this is not lucky.
What did it
I
roll?
rolled a 2.
Roll a 2.
A 2. God damn
I
it!
haven't rolled above a 2.
That one was above to.
Do
Don't
not
throw
try-
it.
Dude, give it to me.
Oh, my life.
Yeah.
Flash before my eyes.
Okay, happy.
Um,
It's my dice. Give it to me.
I'm gonna roll the bardic.
I'm gonna throw it.
inspiration
No.
Just because, fuck you. 5, so 7 plus 5. That's 12. No,
Plus 2.
7 plus 7. 14.
14. Hey, 14 hits.
I used everything. Jesus Christ. Our Lord and Savior, may
Colton?
He rest forever in heaven.
You're gonna
Amen.
give me a panic attack. Please.
I need him to
You're
fucking
making me
die.
anxious.
Also, make a strength save.
Strength saving throw.
Very uneasy.
8.
Yeah, his staff gets launched behind him 10 feet.
Boom! You fire, and you watch the staff goes firing
That's not checked
past him, and it just goes flying through the air. It lands on the ground, and all of the vines wilt away.
Alright. He takes 10 piercing damage.
You blast away at his hand as well.
I also have a movement action.
I was
now.
Okay.
We're trying to leave, but we have to get rid of our restrained condition.
Right. I know, I just feel bad because like my initial thing was like, hey, let's just bail, and now it's like you guys are sticking around.
Standing there
We're not trying to stick around.
waiting
You
for my
like they
captain.
had a choice, like, yeah, I'll stay in these
It's like-
vines.
it's like a kill this guy, so I'm like,
What'd you say?
So I blast away the vines,
Yeah.
blow his weapon out of his hand,
Yep.
discombobulate his ass. Now I'm standing by the doorway
Okay.
with one shot left waiting for you.
Alright.
All right.
Vines are gone, man.
Top of the round, Rosalie. What are you doing?
I
Oh,
rushed
sorry.
out
It is
there
the
and
start
used
of
them.
round 2.
Oh no.
Everything in our
Chris-
arsenal.
As you do that, the entire ship begins to capsize on one side and moves 30 degrees towards port. At the start of this round, every character must make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Yay!
I love being a rogue, because that means I'm decent at these.
We need to make a what now?
Dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. That's still okay. That's
Never above a
pretty
10.
good.
Would this be
7?
no?
10? Yeah, you succeed.
16, I think.
I'm
Yeah,
in the
16.
God, this
14.
game sucks. It's
Do I have
so
to roll
cool.
still?
But it's bad. It's bad, man.
11.
11. Everybody kind of stabilizes themselves as they go up. Oh, he needs to make it too. Alright, he's good. Everybody begins to kind of stabilize himself as the ship begins to turn. You're now like, it's like Inception. The room has now like shifted upwards and you're like having to adjust for it as you can just hear the ship just being crushed.
It's the Titanic.
Rosalie, it's your turn.
I go. I'm gonna try to stealth.
You want to stealth.
Yes.
Okay.
Hell.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Are we quoting ourselves now?
Which way is the ship?
No, we're quoting
That's it.
to the level 3.
That's right. That is a different channel.
Do I see the squid? Or the kraken? Or whatever it is?
What?
Do I see the big boy?
You see his tentacles.
I don't think we're getting our skiff back.
Yeah. I'm gonna just try to hide right here and wait for the rest of the party.
Roll stealth.
I believe that's an 18.
18. Okay.
Just gonna.
Who has the box?
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
You mentioned
That's right, I
You
did.
mentioned-
So I probably have it on my box, like on a hook
Okay.
or back.
Can you, what is your strength score?
12.
12. Okay. So I forgot to say this, and I know this breaks the rules of Mage Hand because Mage Hand can only lift a certain amount, but
Yeah.
fuck it, I don't care. The metal treasure box is bulky and hard to handle. Once the tentacles start attacking, the ship is pitching and flooding, the box becomes more difficult to move. 1 or 2 characters can try to carry the box. A character who uses an action to pick up the box or pass it to someone else has to make a successful athletics check. On a failed check, the character drops the box. How fast somebody can move with the box is based on their strength score, as shown on the table below. If 2 characters carry the box, the total of their strength score determines how fast they can move. You, with a 12, have a negative 20 to your speed if you're moving the box.
So I have about 10 feet.
Yeah.
So it's a huge box, like
It's
hooked on
massive.
a rung.
Yeah.
I moved literally at that speed.
That's fine, but
so
just letting you know, that's...
I
yeah.
look exhausted.
You may want to give me the box.
I'd be happy if you took it out of my hands.
Get it to
What-
me.
what'd you
and
get
I
on your
put it in the
stealth?
bag of holding. 18.
18.
I'm also
yeah.
readying a crossbow bolt for if I see a tentacle.
Okay.
It's actually kind of a cool visual. He literally has like the rope around his shoulder with the grappling hook tied to the back, and one of like the handles of the box is wrapped around the grappling hook. One of
See,
the
you can
prongs.
be awesome even if you roll low.
You don't feel awesome.
I don't feel awesome
You are awesome. You look awesome. Cool.
because I'm not.
You do
an
see
elf.
there are tentacles everywhere. You can see them all the time.
Yeah, if one that comes down towards Gina, though, is what I mean.
Sure. Vara.
How close was the ship?
Like 60 feet away.
Okay, so
Exactly.
You're there.
yeah.
Start making them fire at the.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
I fixed their
How tall is it?
Up 20 feet.
Cool. I'll drop my thing. I'll be swimming for like a split second, and I'll misty step up.
You appear. All of the crewmen look over and just say, "Quartermaster, wait,
Yeah. Get
what are we doing?
get cannons ready.
How's the captain? Is he all right?"
Cannons.
One of the halfling woman is kind of running across the bay. Is like, "Do we need to load the ballista?
Yes.
All right, we'll get ready to fire."
How many of them do we have, Jacob?
One.
We have one can.
And one
gun?
ballista and a mangonel.
A
don't have any
mangonel
cannons.
has a limited range of like 40 feet,
What's a
though.
mangonel?
It's
thing
like
that
a
goes
trebuchet.
in-
Yeah, like a catapult.
Okay.
We also have like 12 bow and arrows, and then the 2 guys.
I will say, if you'll allow it, Jacob,
Mhm.
I'm going to ask them to rig. It only has a range of 40 feet, like it can only fire.
No, the
something that far.
mangonel would hit it. It can't hit targets within 60 feet of it. But since we're 60 feet away from the ship, I'd say we're in perfect range to hit it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the trebuchet will prep to attack with. The mangonel, I want to see if they can like rig. Sorry, I said it wrong.
Yeah.
I want to take and rig the ropes that we have, and like something that'll stick into wood on it to give them an option for escape.
We don't have harpoons, ma'am!
A bolt?
Okay, a ballista fires a bolt.
Yeah, a trebuchet tosses.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your bolts are not that big, and they don't have holes in the back of them that you can just put ropes around.
The ballista is like a giant crossbow. The trebuchet just flips and throws it like that.
It is a really good idea. You really need to prep for. You can't just tie ropes to the back of your bolts.
Okay, so we never. That's fine.
You have ropes and grappling hooks you could throw over to the other side.
That works.
Mangonel, also called the traction trebuchet.
I just kind of
Perfect.
assumed that we had a way to board ships.
We're not pirates.
Well, not
Yeah,
from
grappling
super
hooks.
No, but he
distance.
hunts them. So
Not
we-
from a distance though.
Right.
Usually you would come in close.
I haven't
but we're not-
equipped the ship to do
Yeah.
that.
Sorry, as soon as you equip the ship to do it, I'll let you do it.
Okay. Yep, that was just an assumption on my part.
Sorry. They literally just said that. Do you want us to fire at the giant thing?
Whoever can get to the cannons, fire with the giant thing. Everyone else, prep grappling hooks. We'll catch them over, tie them to our side, and give them a way to.
All right, the ship will roll initiative. It gets a 3. The death squad also gets ready as well as all of the people with crossbows. They say, "Are we going to fire on this thing?"
Tentacles.
All right, and they all kind of like line up against the side of the ship, and they all aim their crossbows down, getting ready to fire at
Only
it.
2 of them have crossbows.
Yeah,
4 of
the
them
rest
have
of
short
them-
bows, and the rest
No,
have long bows.
Got it.
That's right.
They load arrows, getting
Yeah.
ready to fire.
I love the name and the visual.
They're just like one of them just kind of yells out "knock," and they all kind of load their arrows back.
Our death squad on the same.
Initiative is both, yes.
Both, okay.
Okay, and the phase spider is gonna bite Hemo.
I say no.
It says
I don't
praise
think
Lolth.
so.
Hell no.
It says praise Lolth and gets a 10.
Yeah, I miss it.
Praise the
Just
Lord
misses.
and spider.
Mr. Half-Orc guy is going to come over, and
Where's he going? Me or
he's
him?
going right there.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
And he says, "Just die!" And he holds his hands together, and he points outwards, and the thunderous boom goes off as he casts Thunder Wave. Can the...
Both of us.
Constitution?
yeah, everybody in there make a con save.
Even the
Thunder
spider?
Wave is just around here.
Never above 10. Never.
So not Hemo?
Not Hemo and not.
What do we? What?
No, it's 15 foot, so... 5 foot around, so just you.
11.
11?
It's only been 7s, 2s, and 1s. This whole game.
Do you want?
I'd be very stressed if it wasn't so fucking funny.
You don't have to make it, sorry.
Me? I'm not making it.
You take a grand total of 7 damage.
Owie, ouch!
And you go flying 10 feet. But I will reduce it by 5 because you're heavy.
I mean,
So
you
I
just
also
hit
hit
the
the
back of
wall,
the wall.
Oh,
I have
you
the
just,
box on my back.
boom! Just hit the side of the wall. You are not prone. You just get pushed back that far because it's
I
hard
remember
not
That's
to
actually
walk.
helpful
I
for
think
you.
there's actually a hole here, so like water's like rushing all
Yep.
over you.
Cheetah.
You got that 10.
Yeah,
That dank
I
tin.
did. Well, I wasn't rolling.
She holds her hands like this and gets ready to like
Logan is a regular
almost like
cook.
it's like throwing a pendulum, and she yells, "Come at me, you slimy bastard!" and throws it in burning hands.
Boom! Oh, burning hands. Holy shit!
It needs
Scorch it, man.
a tentacle needs to make
I
a
like how our crew.
dex
is like,
save?
eh.
Okay, it does. You have to make a dex save.
Yeah. We'll have
It gets
to.
a 12.
Why I went there.
It
Like,
fails.
Okay.
figure out a way to get you guys out.
Mhm. I mean, I can.
Well, I figured
Oh
you
my
guys aren't getting
goodness.
that boat anymore. we probably lost. We probably need to buy a skiff now.
Yeah.
But hey, we get 10,000 gold for this.
14 damage.
14 damage? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You
And-
burn and sear a bunch of the tentacles, and it literally just begins to move in the air.
Nice.
They sink into the ground. A good portion of the tentacles on the... What side is that? Starboard side have sunk into the ocean. There are still a bunch on the port side.
Man, I wish
and-
you would have seen this. Have you seen the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie?
I don't think so.
No. Well, yeah, he doesn't
This is
remember
like-
any of them. Yeah, I know. And then I, using a key, I dodge.
Okay, you dodge. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Can I?
And you have advantage because you're dodging.
Can I shoot at one of them if it's attacking her?
Yeah, let her make the save first, though.
So advantage on that dex save.
Did you know that dodge actually does it? You get advantage on dex saves.
That's really
Oh.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, it's in the book.
Which is why I did that.
Mhm.
Well, I didn't know that it did, but I was like, it will help no matter what.
Yep.
That's
That's 16.
16. You kind of turn and shift and move over as one from the port side hits the side of the ship, and you fire a roll
Do I
attack,
have
and you
advantage?
just dodge out of the way.
Do I have advantage since
Yes.
it can't see me? 16. 16 plus 8
Roll
or 6.
Yeah,
and
roll
8.
damage.
This and that.
This went from a
Who's on deck?
spooky ghost ship to suddenly kraken.
I'll have to show you that scene later.
Nice.
No, you have
Who's
to
on
watch
deck?
that
I'm at the end of the initiative.
20 damage?
See some of the scene.
How much damage?
20.
20.
movie.
You fire and it hits it, and it begins to like move around and sway, and it sinks into the ocean. And for the time being, a lot of the tentacles have gone into the ocean. You think you've either killed it or at least slowed it down. Hemo.
I'm gonna need you to give me that chest, okay?
It's all yours.
I'm gonna cast silence.
Everything goes silent.
I get to pick the point, right?
Yeah.
On the dude.
Yeah. Basically centered on this guy.
All right.
And then Spider's gonna get an opportunity attack. I'm casting silence, and then I'm gonna shove him with the shield.
Why does he get an opportunity attack?
Because
I'm
you're
moving away. Silence, and then running.
Oh,
shoving
you're gonna
him.
shove that guy.
Yep.
Boom! You shove him. It will opportunity attack you with the 9, and just miss. It sucks. It's a bad spider.
All right.
And you go over and you shove this dude.
All right. Strength contest.
Yep.
Uh,
20 not
the
natural.
first roll just hasn't rolled above 5 cents.
All right. Sweet.
You literally, everything goes silent in the room. You can't hear anything. And you look over as he's kind of looking around, very confused. And then you just rush over with the shield, hit him on the side. There's no sound, and he just goes down and starts falling down to the side. Where does he go? He's shoved prone.
He's just shoved prone, and I'm gonna keep running.
You barrel over him and then keep going.
And I'm trying to like push you up the stairs.
No, I turn and you see that the box is resting on a grappling hook.
I don't think I can take it off, right? Because I've already.
interacting with an object.
You can take it off.
Oh, okay. Then I do that.
Yeah, you can interact.
You unhook it, you grab it. It is fucking heavy. What's your strength?
18.
18. You only have
Jesus.
a negative 10 to your speed.
Does it help that since I'm using bull strength, my carrying capacity is double?
You have no negative to your speed. You're like,
Okay.
I got it. All right, Cyrus, what are you doing?
You didn't have to die.
Oh,
Nothing comes out of your mouth.
Oh,
It's silence.
all right.
Sorry.
He just says that like silently with like morose, I guess, face.
Got it.
I'm not good. 17.
You rolled above
Oh,
a 7.
you almost crit. Okay. No, you have to roll a natural 18.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you pull out the gun and you point down at it and then you just fire.
Finally, it's something-ish. So 14 piercing damage.
In pure silence. You go over and you pull out the gun as Hemo begins to move almost as if you're underwater.
Yeah.
There's no sound and you just fire and there's the knockback. And you just see as his head just explodes. No sound. And he just lies there.
I spit on him.
Alright.
And I'll help you with the box. So interacting with an object, I'll help it up the stairs.
Okay, yeah, you guys are moving it upstairs.
And you're like, wow, it's so much lighter, and Hemos is carrying all of it.
Pretty much, yeah. I got the back. You're like, I got the whole thing. Fuck you.
The ship turns and there's fire! All of these attacks go off. It's just enough. It's so much. They all fire into the water. The ballistas go down. All of the crossbow bolts are shooting off the side. The arrows are going down as well. And you just see a mass amount of like blue blood begin. You're like shooting shit as it goes down into the water, and you see whatever this thing is, it just dies.
Thanks, Krill.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I don't have what the frick.
I vote if we actually get 10,000 gold, we take like 10% of that, split it amongst the crew.
Yep. Them boys deserve it.
That'd be.
If we even get half.
This moment of silence falls over, literally. As you two are waiting atop the ship, you're on the other side of the ship as you wait and you kind of watch as you look down. These tentacles just kind of float up to the surface. Blood, bolts, and ballista, and everything inside of them. One of them kind of singed off the side. You just look down and you get a better look at it. You can tell what it is. This is a giant, massive octopus. Just kind of look down as it's just there.
Not a squid.
Not a squid, it's an octopus. And then it slowly just kind of begins to like sink into the surface as the waves just kind of move it along. The ship is still moving and slowly sinking down as more and more water fills it up. As you two finally make it up to the top, kind of move past them, and all of you are on the deck. You can see all four of them on the deck, one with the giant crate.
Put it in your bag of
Also the
holding.
grappling hooks.
You shove it in the bag of
What the
holding.
hell is that?
The grappling hooks.
It's a bag of holding.
Go to try to
The crew is pulling the ship over with a bunch of grappling hooks and rope as the ship kind of collides with the other one.
Can I still see the giant octopus?
Yeah.
You can skin it. Yeah.
We're in the deep ocean.
You dive into the water. You look down at the giant octopus. It is so massive.
Just so I know, is it considered huge?
It's gargantuan.
Oh, I can't do that.
You can maybe get.
You get in the water and you're like, ooh.
You can make a house out of it. You can't
You can
skin
make
it
a
underwater.
You could literally like line our boat with leather.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming it weighs more than 500 pounds.
Yes, I would say it weighs a little bit more than 500 pounds.
After tugging at it a few times, I can't.
That's like two fat people.
That's a good idea. Okay.
Try to cut off the tentacle.
Yeah, I get a long sword and I like try and like slash through it.
You get a good 10-foot long end of the tentacle.
Okay, I carry that back.
Okay, you take it back on. It's got all the suction bits on it. As you bring it aboard, you take you guys, I'm assuming, make your way out of the Sea Ghost, unlatch from the other ship. As you begin to kind of push off and move over, the entire ship kind of cracks to one side, and until eventually it begins to sink under the ocean. Until eventually the torn masts just begin to sink under as well, and the entire ship disappears below the depths.
Another victory for us, am I right?
Hopefully.
Yes.
What do you mean, hopefully? You think they're coming back? I blew his fucking head off. That tentacle thing is
I hope we got what we went there for.
It's in my
I'm
bag.
assuming what that
very,
is, but
very negative question to ask right now, because if the answer is no,
it's at the bottom of the ocean.
Well, and the problem.
we do have that
is-
friend, fish person, Oceanus.
I also don't have a way to. I don't know if you guys do, but I don't have a way to open that if it's magically locked.
I don't think he
Yeah.
wants us to open it.
That's something we do at back there.
But it being magically locked implies that it's the right box, right?
Will we?
Implies it's
I think
an
the A
important
is
box.
pretty significant.
Well, I feel like he would have said, "Hey, there's 4 boxes. Make sure you grab all of them." If
No,
there
he
was
said-
more than
he said
one.
one.
He said there was one box.
Said there was
so
one.
Let's get back to Saltmarsh.
Yep.
We tried saying
I
eh.
can plot a course here.
Is the
I'll pull the box
ship
back
still
out.
sinking?
Yeah.
Do you want to keep this in your room? Oh, fuck, it's heavy.
Yeah, I'll keep it in there.
You alright, Captain?
Taking a quick
good.
like surveillance.
Damage.
I assume I can plot a course back home.
Yes.
Too much.
Kind of a
Are
Begin
you-
doing so?
more of
Skinning
a
a tentacle?
montage
Do
sequence
you want me to skin
back.
that?
You guys
Hold on, I think.
sail on further. Rest. Luckily, you didn't drown and sink towards the bottom of the ocean, but whoever that man was, why he was worshipping Lolth, and what he was doing on that ship lies now at the bottom of the ocean. Luckily, you got your cargo and what you came with. And with smooth sailing, about 8 days travel, you make it back to Saltmarsh. You
Make
dock
a lot of
right.
Calamari.
Yeah. You're like, I got a big tentacle.
We saw 14 days of food, guys.
I skinned that octopus.
The crew is in awe. You guys are like heroes to them. What you've done is incredible. The fact that you were able to survive, and some of the tales that they hear from some of you are just immense. They are.
I definitely
the
tell
fact that
tall
you
tales to them.
there were no casualties, nothing at all. You do gain a loyalty with them, as they are just impressed with you beyond anything. They feel. They feel like they're awesome for being on your ship. Anyways, you dock into Saltmarsh
Privileged.
about a week later. Taking the repairing the ship had no damage to it either. So you take the chest off of it, and I'm assuming you guys make your way over to Albrecht. unless you are going to steal his papers.
No.
Okay.
I want to,
You
but I won't.
Make your way over.
What is this music?
What
I
is
don't
this
know.
music?
I don't know.
Why was it sorry?
How many
No, it's
gems
awesome.
did we get?
Huh?
How many gems did we get?
Oh yeah.
'Cause I took
I
whatever
thought it was 5
there.
rubies.
It was.
Rosalie pours them out in her
music was
room.
great.
It is a small sack containing 10 red rubies.
Go ahead and split them 2 each.
Each ruby is probably about 100 gold.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna pawn those off.
They're beautiful. Why would you ever pawn them?
Because it's a ruby. Can't sell a ruby to a bartender.
I think she.
Sure you can.
I think she really likes rubies.
I'll buy them from
gems
you.
and stuff. That's what I've noticed.
Wholesale.
Yeah.
Just
All right
ask them.
then. 200, you said?
One.
If you
100 each, so 200. I give you 200
if you
gold
want
pieces.
if you want, Rosalie, you can have mine.
I can just have them.
Yeah. I'm
All right.
I now have 6
too
rubies.
worried about money right now.
You bring the treasure box over, and you go over and you see that you come to the door, knock on it. Half-orc greets you, and he looks just insane. And he looks over, and he's, Albrecht, they've returned! And Albrecht runs out, and he looks over, and he just holds his head back. You actually found it. Bring it inside. You guys bring it in, and you kind of place it on the floor, and he... This is it. How?
Luck?
Tell me later. And he looks down at
The
it,
ship
and
is
he
now
just
lost,
and he
but-
says,
I doubt he really cares about the ship, honestly.
I doubt it either. It wasn't like it was salvageable.
He says-
salvageable.
Didivarius. And it opens. And he looks down. And he pulls out of the chest. Blue metal box. And as it opens, it's literally just papers as he pulls it out. Files, books, all of these different things. And he pulls them out and he looks and it's all here. It's all here. I can't thank you enough. You've brought me the life I worked for back. You've saved me. Everything I did. I thought it was gone. Thank you. Really, thank you.
You can thank us enough. Payment promised.
Of course.
Not being bold.
Simply did what we were hired to do, right?
It won't take but a moment. He stands up and he walks over and he takes it all back in the chest. He says, could you please carry it?
I'll help you.
What is he asking us to carry?
Just carry the
Carry
chest.
the huge,
sure.
heavy.
I'll
chest.
grab
He
one.
walks over to the ye old Saltmarsh bank and he goes over and he takes up to some of the people there and he lays out all the papers and about maybe 15 minutes go by as they kind of check all of it and he's, all right then, Mr. Albrecht. Another few moments come by as they wheel out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 10 crates. And he says, there it is, all of it. And he just nods. Take this back to my place. It may take a few trips.
How much
How many
do
crates
you
are there?
think it would weigh?
Paying us for this
10.
delivery service?
Of course, you'll get your money in due time, just as soon as we take it back. As soon as I know it's safe.
This is a bit of a delivery fee.
No, it's fine.
How much does it
Take
weigh?
5 minutes.
Each
Captain?
one? Each one weighs a lot. It will take 2 of you to take it.
Okay.
Did you know what was on that ship, or who was on that ship?
Oh, it should have just been my crew. My crew and papers.
Oh, I took a few of their skulls.
Skulls.
They were
Of
all.
course they were dead.
I think your men
They
put up
were
a
gone.
fair fight, but yes, they are.
You didn't know about a half-orc named Krill, right?
Correct, yeah.
No. Who's that?
Worshipper of some spider queen.
Oh.
What's her name?
Lol.
When
I know nothing about this.
your men were lost in a storm, yes, they docked at an island to resupply, and they were attacked
Can
by.
I roll perception to see his
orcs
facial
and-
expressions?
Would that be insight or perception?
Roll insight.
Can I as well?
It's wisdom.
18.
Okay.
Can I?
Hey, how well do you guys think you could strap something to me if I change my shape?
20 not natural.
You can load it onto a car, turn it into a donkey, and bring it over to the house if you want.
Oh, he was gonna
7.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna
is
do
that?
this.
I
7?
can also.
20 not natural.
You're inciting.
20 not natural.
Yeah, and you got 18.
18.
He genuinely seems disappointed. He looks like he seems sad. He had maybe hoped his crew was still alive. He
What?
doesn't know anything about who this Krell is. He seems very confused.
I think.
He's bewildered.
We should, let's get his stuff back.
Yeah. Do we have like a small cart? I can.
Pretty young ladies aren't complaining, I ain't neither.
Do you have a cart?
Yes, we can get a few carts. A few carts come over. He actually hires a few guards to guard the package delivery as well. You guys take it over to his place.
If they need extra horses, I'll wild shit.
Perfect.
If not, then-
Easy enough. And you do help, and over the course of about 15 minutes, you guys get it over to his place, and he gets it over, and there's like this bunker, that this like safe that he has, and he loads it all in. And eventually, as he gets done with all of the safe, he comes out with one of the chests, and he puts it down. That is yours. Thank you.
How much is
Should
it?
be 10,000 gold pieces.
Can we make that 15,000?
15,000.
We did have to fight unexpected creatures aboard the ship.
And a giant octopus.
And a bit of a surplus of tiny motherfuckers.
Are you not grateful for what I am giving you?
We're very grateful.
They didn't. He told us. I know you guys were prepping. He told us that he didn't know what to expect. We agreed to the 10,000.
Like what? What did you
If it's
fight?
We fought a giant octopus. We fought giant spiders.
Invisible spiders.
I'm gonna have to back the captain on this one. He knows what we should have faced. And if he says what we faced was a bit more than what should have been there, I think you owe us a bit more than what's right here.
If you think it's too much for how much your empire costs, then
Both of you make persuasion checks.
natural 20.
Oh my god.
Nothing.
No. I don't want to be that greedy man. Everybody thinks I am. Fetch them another 5,000.
His butler goes over the back, grabs a bag more, puts it in there.
No more.
It's been more than fair.
I'll make sure you're known around town as a generous man. What was your name again?
Albrecht, you've brought me everything back.
Got that.
Thank you.
If you ever need help again, you can call on Loot.
Don't worry. Saltmarsh will be under my employment for a while now. You are in the best graces of the one who will be running most of the trade here anyways.
You want to be known as someone who's generous?
Of
I can
course.
spread rumors for your sake. Is that what you want?
Actions speak louder than words.
Words speak pretty
Put that
damn loud.
5,000 towards the
Sure
ship.
do, but I can make that reputation on my own. You are going to be friends of me. You can call on me on any favors that you need. Ships, men, anything. I can gather it for you.
I'll speak for your reputation then.
Gina, I feel I owe you some answers.
I would like some.
Do you want them alone?
Is this your dad or something?
I don't know.
I know not her father.
If you prefer to hear it alone,
Mhm.
I'll tell you. Do you mind if I tell him?
Go ahead.
I'll tell you along the way, and I'll clue him in on like lost memory. So,
Alright.
Albrecht knows him.
I'll make sure you get your cut.
Yeah. Hey, we're giving the crew 10%, right?
I was,
I have to
think-
do some math real quick.
I was thinking we could put the 5,000 towards the
You got a
ship and
strange
the
crew,
crew.
Emo.
Isn't it my?
Huh?
Isn't payment my whole thing?
You guys all begin to leave the room arguing about what the crew gets and percentages. As you make your way out, the door shuts. He looks up and he says,
Gina,
Should we leave the table?
it's about your sister.
but that's where we're going to end tonight's game.
Oh shit! Now we can figure out off camera. how much
Sorry,
the crew's getting.
had to leave it on a cliffhanger, but you'll find out next week.
Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
In Ghosts of Saltmarsh, you guys are level 5. Oh, level 5.
Everybody everyone gets 1,800 gold.
Damn. Quite a haul.
How are
Yeah.
we splitting?
So
I
5,000
picked the right type
goes
of
to
job.
the ship, just for general upgrades.
It always happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy's
So
gonna
we're
die in a
just making
basement.
it the captain's thing and not the quartermaster's
Almost
thing?
did.
The funds.
Jeebus, he's like, sweet money.
And then that 10% goes to the crew, and then 9,000 split up into 5 is 1,800.
Just make that my character's like
So each crew member is getting 50
total
gold.
quote.
Jacob,
Yeah.
just for the knowledge of the crew and what it might do to their morality, whatever morality.
We're paying them to
loyalty.
be the most.
They're getting each crew member is getting 50 gold for that.
That's a lot of.
Oh fuck, they're rich. That's
Like,
awesome.
bye, we're not your crew members anymore. Fuck
No,
you.
are you kidding me? This is just entice them to be with you more.
Because if this happens
D8, right?
fairly regularly,
Yeah. You going fighter or sorcerer? Pick.
Sorcerer's Origin is at level 2, so I'll go Sorcerer.
Do it, man. Roll your d6.
Well, give me a moment. You can pass on to this gentleman here.
No one
I
wanted
gotta
to
find-
give.
Well, I gotta find out what kind of season is this? A D8 or something?
It's a d6 for a sorcerer.
6. Am I ignoring number 1?
Yes, you
Actually,
are.
roll it. Maybe you'll roll good. I bless you.
Oh!
Oh! You got a 6. That's right. You just need B.
I need your blessing.
Tyler, you going monk?
I kind of want to cross-class into something, but I don't know what yet.
Oh my
I'm
God, of
feeling the
course
same
you do.
thing, but then I saw I get uncanny
You
dodge
know,
at this level, and I was like,
I'm on the same boat.
This is close to cross class.
Well, it's flavors.
You have to
okay?
understand.
It's
It makes sense
flavor.
to me. I'm considering ranger.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. I like
I told
that.
you I wanted cross class when I made the character, so
I think I am going to do that.
Okay. You think about cross class, you don't have to roll. You just get maximum. No, you roll
no,
still.
you
No,
roll.
you roll.
You roll still.
Magic.
Question is,
Rogue,
I'd go
are
into.
you going ranger?
You still have to
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah. Roll a d10. 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang it, dude. You have a lot of health, anyways.
Rouge.
Rouge.
8.
Hey.
No, I'm
I assume you're
I'm
going
gonna
bard?
have the
Yeah.
least health in the
Full
party.
bard.
Full bard. Nice. D8.
Please. I need health so bad.
Where did it go?
It's average.
Oh,
Hey.
alright. I feel like I cheated.
Did
What'd you
everyone,
get?
did everyone roll
Yeah.
max besides me?
Did you roll max?
I have not
Yeah.
rolled
Oh,
yet
he
because I
hasn't rolled
haven't
yet.
chosen my class yet.
I mean, I
Go
still
fighter.
only have 35 hit
Yeah.
points, so I don't have a. I don't.
35.
Yeah, I have 33.
Or barbarian.
I was just thinking. I have a couple of things I was thinking. but-
Barbarian would be awesome. Well, I'll let you decide,
Yeah.
and we can roll it real later. But
Yeah.
hey, thanks everybody for joining us for today's episode. It's pretty fun. It was pretty cool. You guys were pretty awesome escaping that ship.
Yeah.
It was not a kraken. You guys would have been dead for it.
Yeah.
It's like it's a kraken and
It's an
everything.
avalanche.
I don't know.
It's a mini kraken.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome. That
I
was
could have
awesome.
tried to grapple it and then hold it down, and then we all just
Can you-
gang up on
can
it.
you
It's really
grapple-
great because
grapple
I wish
Gardner?
you guys could see it, but I see it in going through the module and like reading certain things. There's a lot I get to skip over because you guys are just really good at teamwork. It's like, oh, they don't encounter that because they're awesome. So boop, and it's just the next thing after the next thing. There's a lot of things that can go wrong in that one, and you guys did it really, really well. So
For natural explorer, does coast count as ocean?
yes,
Cool. I can't get lost anymore, boys.
That was tough,
Nice.
but
Yeah,
I
it
feel
was
like
pretty
this
tough.
will be fun. I feel like the next game will be a lot better for us.
Yeah. That was you breaking in to the
Yeah.
group. It was tough, but you'll be awesome. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next week with another episode.
That's
That's the end of the game. Bye.